Ah, yes. The hand of the plot that reaches down.
Night City! Stanley here with you, and we got another day ahead of us in this city of dreams. Ooh, I love this town. Love it like you might love a mother who popped you out on the steps of an orphanage once and now stops you to ask if you got a smoke for her. Every new day here means 100 new arrivals, but only half these gonks will survive a year, and that's if it's a good one. And why do these peeps come to NC? Well, to be street samurai like Morgan,
I don't know what's... I have no idea what's currently happening.
The risk, the bigger the bounty, kids. Or so they say. But you can only be a Major League player for so long. The faster you live, the faster you burn out.
Kid, they say if you wanna understand the streets, you gotta live 'em. Gangs, fixers, dolls, small-time pushers, you were raised by them all. Oh, I am a community project, I am. The only law in Night City you have yet to break. Oh, naughty girl I am. Edge runner. I like the vernacular.
You know me. I'm a man of the biz. So I need to know what I get out of it.
I can give you a foot job underneath the table if you really... Ooh, those stickers are high quality.
In a rush here.
You are starting to annoy me an awful lot, son.
If you don't get a bullet to the brain...
Why are we fighting? Who is this guy? Why tooth? I'm confused. Oh, I've got it now. Oh, hi.
NC's legends. Know where you'll find most of them?
Why is this not playable?
The graveyard.
Alright, I have a larger... Okay, I've got a bigger gun now. Which I threw away.
Not where you're from. Matters
Who
not
are
where
you?
Start.
Why am I here?
What matters here is the walk you
Do I have a house now? Oh, I got rid of the gold pants.
City. The city of dreams.
I am so confused. Aliens kidnap my wife and kids, help me celebrate.
Gonna be long.
I like that. I like it. Just admiring the environment. Calm down.
Drop him quietly.
I will drop the pendejo. I will drop him so hard. He will not even understand.
What are those bottles?
Don't worry. I will pendejo him. Orama, the floodlight started blinking. That's awfully odd, isn't it? Yes, it's downright mystifistical and inexplicably unexplainable. Yeah, stare straight into it. That's good. There you go.
Don't see any movement on the sensors. Looks like you got them. Clear to go.
That was an odd reaction.
Where's our target?
Look around. Gotta be there somewhere.
Like, who sees a spotlight turn on and then it goes and just leans deep into it like, oh, that's unusual. My eyes are burning. How strange. It's almost like I'm not supposed to be doing this. I am sneaky. Just like the first time around. I was extra sneaky then. You can sneak with bullets. It's fine. Wait for the lockdown to end. Oh, lockdowns. You got them too? Oh. The real world is quite cyberpunk as it turns out. Hello, officer. Don't mind the holes in the front
What
windshield.
does the lockdown to further notice? Necessary security measure.
Officer, ma'am. Damn, are we ever lucky we ran into you.
Really? What's it that makes me so special?
Heart of gold?
Heart of gold.
Because only somebody with a heart of gold can understand just how much I need to get back to my girl.
Your girl?
Uh-huh. I'm gonna be worried sick if I don't show. I mean, I'm trying to be a stand-up guy. She's giving me a chance. Waiting.
That's a shame.
Look at him. No model citizen, maybe, but he's a good kid.
Yeah, look at him. It's like 200 kilograms of pure good
Let
boy.
them through. But they're the last.
Wow, you bought that?
Okay, on your way.
Would you
have a
care
good
to
evening now,
purchase a
officer.
large bridge, by the way? Or a statue of a woman with a torch? No? Okay, well, worth a try. There.
She took a liking to ya.
Yeah.
The devotion I demonstrated grabbed her by the gut.
Grabbed her by the gut.
I'm loyal, stable in my affections.
Mm-hmm.
and unassuming. You get it.
All of these things and more. Now, I am not going to raise any questions as to why giant mugs are used in a dog food commercial because, frankly, I don't want to know. Meanwhile, I am so goddamn flat, I can't even see mine. No slider to change that, unfortunately. Otherwise, you bet your happy little ass I'd have maxed it out. That is a disgusting looking chair. I don't approve of it. Ooh, snacks, I do approve of that. Geishas, right, okay. Well, I mean, you're on the right general fetishistic route, although not quite there. Ah, Maliki Neko. Beckoning. Ooh, is that it? And there's the shower. Here. There you go. Fully clothed. In the shower. There. Now I'm clean. There we are. Lovely. Yes, never mind actually, getting underneath the covers or even entirely into bed or anything. Just lie down and fall asleep. It's fine. That's how normal humans do, don't they? They just lie down on the bed and don't get tucked in or anything, and then they just fall asleep halfway in. Very reasonable. I'm just leaning back there. Yeah, don't mind me. I don't know. Oh, shit. Hold on. Just a quick U-turn there. Sorry. Go away. Move!
Don't do this! I never hurt nobody!
Well, me neither, but... Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, this is
Oh, there
it.
we are.
Come on, V.
Well, that was quick. We could have walked. It would have saved a lot of people's lives as
Watch
well.
out what Dex has cooked up for us.
Oh, well. Though common practice, cyber installation is still a dangerous and invasive procedure that can only be performed by qualified specialist repair docs. Sounds very okay. Have I got the money?
Quit crying, Vic. I'll bring you the eddies later with interest. You know I will.
Will I?
Last time. You hear?
Yay, free shit. I will never see you ever again.
Either you fuck others, or you get fucked.
Poetic, my dude.
So,
Poetic. Nekomimi, battle axe? And I'm hearing more Reba. Watson!
Hey there, dollface.
Is that a, by the way, that, yes, that is a very large... Right. Do not show that on YouTube, probably a bad idea. Evening!
Couple of things you need to know first. Severe penalties for any unauthorized recording.
DCM claims,
no
yeah?
drugs, no groping.
Hey, what a sweet little face you have.
I thank you. Not sweet enough to distract you from the Game Boy, but,
I understand.
Get you something.
that is a remarkable shirt you've got there.
I knew it was you as soon as you walked in.
Nice, what's that? It's pretty much like infiltrating the Soviet Union to ambush
He lost all
Stalin.
his cards years ago when he failed. Now this should make your tits perk up.
I don't have any, sorry.
Can't complain.
This has gotta be a genuinely
One more
awful
sec.
brothel.
Need to get the pain receptor limiters in.
There you are, sitting there, getting boinked,
All
wondering
set.
to yourself, did I
We need to
get
test
milk?
your profile first.
What about water?
Tossing in
Did I
a
purchase
sample.
groceries? Did I let the bloody cat out?
Now,
You can speed things up or rewind, whatever you like. Give it a try. Rewind. Roll it back to the top.
Ah, the devil's speech.
All good. Neat. Now try fast forwarding a bit.
Plan simple. Do nothing off the grid. You go in, yeah.
Reverse devil speech.
Okay.
They have a deal today on 2 flavors. Curry and surf and turf.
Surf and turf. We have a deal on surf and turf. Ah, Chumbas. No honor amongst Chumbas, I tell you. All the Chumbas, they're evil. Dastardly, backstabbing bastards.
right?
Alright, so now we're on the one I was actually looking for. So, oh hi there, Terminator. Boy, you're a very large boy, aren't you? Can I scan you? A military grade, cyber protected, cybernetic modification 96%. Ooh. You look like a cut of fuckable meat. Well, I guess the last 4% still remaining is the horniness, is then. Okay, very well.
Alarm firmware's fresh, but saw excited birds chirping on a BBS. Something about lots of seeds falling to this sieve. Let me generate keys. I can forge their SIGs.
I don't know what that means. Twitter talk?
Checking to see if I'm not rotting in some dumpster, like most of the Wells boys. It's really starting to wear on me. More I tell her everything's okay, more I feel like I'm straight up lying.
You are straight up lying, though.
But that's done after tomorrow. Afterlife, here we come, baby.
We are going to rob a giant corporation, so
You
I
have
mean,
arrived.
you're not okay. You're screwed. Oh.
Does not get any higher, Chum. And you know something else?
Chum?
We fucking earned it, chica.
Did we? I don't know anything we've done. That's kind of my point of this story so far.
Yeah, come on.
What can I get you?
That is an interesting voice. Never mind.
You order.
2 tequila old fashions with a splash of cerveza and a chili garnish.
What the hell is a cerveza? God damn it. Speak English.
Johnny
Damn you.
Silverhands coming up.
But if it's all right with y'all, I'd like to start with a question for Miss V.
What?
Evelyn Parker, how'd you fare?
Oh, she asked me to backstab you, and no power, she wants to cut you loose. You know what? I like her more than you, and it's just, you know, I'm hardwired.
Hello?
Hi. She's female, this is a fat dude. And I'm like, okay, if I had to choose, well, duh. I mean, I guess I am female now, so should I choose the other way around? Nah, still a fat dude. Plus, he's smoking what appears to be a giant burning sausage, and frankly, it's just not my style.
Well, as I could have, I guess.
Put on the Miltech suit. That sounds lovely. Inventory? There you go. I mean, it's got no armor, and it kind of looks derpy. In fact, it looks absolutely horrible on me. Oh yes, I'll death pass like some kind of corporate lady here. No problems. The purple hair with the half-shaved head is just in style these days for them tight-assed bureaucrat chicks. Oh, don't mind if I do. I haven't stolen anything for like 10 minutes. I'm seriously getting the abstinences kicking here. Auto cabs, self-driving cars is a horrible goddamn idea in my opinion. First and foremost, the level of control required to make it effective is going to be a hell of a bastard.
With Delamain, you leave your problems at the door.
Son of a bitch. Better fucking believe I will.
I see no reason why you should be using expletives.
I do, he's Spanish.
Oh, yeah?
Before we begin our journey, I must verify the identities of
You're
all
grinding
customers.
my patience here,
Proceed
boy.
to connect your personal links.
Oh, god damn it.
Thank you. Excelsior package
Schnell.
activated.
Schnell!
Excelsior?
I'm kind of fetishing. Oh, sure. Thank you. You didn't see nothing. I'll stab you. Oh, war is over. Who did you fight then? Ooh, okay. God, that is a creepy. I'm confused. This looks World War II-ish.
B, take the control shard from Jackie. Gonna link your Kiroshis to surveillance so you can guide the bot.
That is a terrible looking bath. I mean, I could barely lie down in this. Like, any bath that you can't lie down in, full stop, is an awful bath and should be demolished immediately.
Saka will cover the cost of any and all penalties assessed.
Excuse me?
This isn't about the money. It's election season. How do you think this will make me look? People start saying I've lost control of Watson, district I'm from.
A week. That's all we can promise you.
We will try. And that is all I can promise you.
Here we have a little bit of an election, a little bit of election negotiations, you know. Never happens, by the way, according to YouTube's instructions. It never happens. There is no election interference. It's literally impossible. Never mind, 4 years of Russia.
Next cam now.
A few hours later.
What do you think? Why'd you give it all up?
Who gave what up?
Yorinobu Arasaka. The good life, I mean. Old news, I know. Just got to thinking's all. It's like, think. You got everything, right? Eddie's, education. Your pops can snap his fingers and turn half the fucking planet into a nuclear wasteland.
Yeah, that's precisely it.
Instead, you're
Inferiority
like, "Nah,
complex.
fuck it." And what do you go do? Start a fucking gang. Steal dragons or some shit. You ghost from your fam, chip some real skin, and play gang leader for a few years.
Because he was bored.
Ah, fuck him. Why do I need to care about some bougie prick and his street kid fantasies?
Must have been a who, huh? I'm Yorinobu Arasaka. Would you folks like to join my gang? Poser with court protection. And that name, too. Steel fucking dragons? Oh, man. A wannabe Gangoon's wet dream.
Got bored of being rich, then got bored of playing tough.
Fucking tourist.
See,
Tourists are not
I entirely understand. If you literally have everything,
austerity is neutralized.
it's gonna get
Perfecto.
boring.
Let's start the show.
What's the saying? Next to every incredibly hot woman sits a man who's sick of her shit.
That whole time.
That's basically it. I'm telling you, man. It is the true saying, you know, next to every hot woman is a man who's sick of her shit. You could be banging the prettiest supermodel in the world, and eventually you'll just be like, I don't like this woman anymore. She's stupid. There's something. You're gonna find something to whine about. That's human nature. Oi. Hurry, 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 hurry. There you go.
There's the awkward silence. You, wanna hear a joke?
No?
Now? Seriously?
Studying the grass.
Okay. So why'd the Rocker Boy's output kick him out of the apartment?
I don't know, because he was gay.
Because he wasn't chipping in.
Kill me now,
Jesus
please.
Christ.
Someone. Anyone. I didn't get to see up here, so I'm curious. Ooh, I knew there'd be something cool up here. Is that it? Oh, hold on. Cashmere wool. Right.
Hurry up.
I'm looting. Shut your hole. Ah, Ronald Cheever, Netwitch Operations Manager. Blah. I was hoping for something slightly more interesting, like I hid $1 billion in a...
Hurry up, V.
I don't know, a bowl on the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. Here's how to get it.
What now?
Jack in your personal and make us rich.
Aye, aye, Capitan. Don't fry my brain.
Your turn, Bug.
Give me 2.
1, 2. That's gonna be more than 2. Never mind. Whee! Uh-oh. No, maybe not quite that speedy.
Jackie,
Oh, Jesus.
just don't look down. Yep. That's fucking high.
That is fucking high ass.
Shit.
My hand is also clipping through the glass. Don't worry
They're
about
here
that.
for Saburo. They're a little
I am
late.
doing this in high heels. I am dead
Let's hope they didn't
Also,
see
I am
us.
also completely flat. I...
Chingada madre. Time to bail.
Oh, really? Straight up with the autocannon. Oh, now this is what I was waiting for. I'm dead after that, but well, this. Give. Fancy ass booze. Gotta get it when you can. I'm not a fan of the Japanese low furniture thing. Really uncomfortable. Not a fan. Not a fan in the slightest. Give. Hold on. There might be more loot here. No. It's just more of those silly little gardens. See, I want to kill these guys because, you know, these are decent, upstanding, working adults. So I'm kind of like... I feel like they deserve a little bit more in the way of niceties than the random street trash. I know, I'm a soft-hearted person, what can I say?
Watch out. Don't
All right. It's very fortunate that in the future security cameras have giant, bright, glowy yellow lights to tell you round about where it's looking. Very fortuitous, that. Makes it a hell of a lot easier to be a thief or a stealth player in this day and age. I mean, imagine how much more difficult this would be if the cameras didn't inform you precisely of where they were pointing at any given time. Just crush your little skull there, and... Grabby. Come over here. I'm assuming the camera is going to be smart enough to see the body and be like, that's unusual. You...
Quick, hide.
Oh, it's just I was confused. He was carrying a hamburger. You know you're being seen, right? Yes, Misty.
Right.
Remember, your heart
Yes,
chakra.
Misty, your
You
mom,
cannot have
everyone you
negative emotions. If you have negative emotions,
Jackie,
your
don't
ass
close
is
your
going
eyes.
to die. Okay?
Misty. I know. She always knew.
Again, this would be far more impactful if I'd known this character for more than about, what, 2 hours. Don't touch me. Oh, thank you.
Hold on to it. For me.
For you, mine. Danke. And dead. How very tragic. Alas, I only knew you for about 120 minutes, but you have left a deep impact upon my soul. Truly. Now, when's Keanu Reeves going to show up? Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome back to Tragedy Punk, where after last episode's harrowing and tragic death of whoever the hell that was again. Oh, can I loot your corpse? Because that would be kind of cool.
Remember the plan?
Get the payload on the elevator, arm it, let gravity do its thing.
That's simple enough.
Rocks the foundation, tower crumbles, chaos, screaming, roll credits.
Exit window's gonna be tight.
He's chewing this script to pieces, isn't he? He really is. This is getting awfully confusing once more. Alright, so this is the place I was just in. And now I'm following Johnny's little ghostly outprint as he tries to guide me back to the realms of the living, I presume. Another thing that is about companions too is they're an excellent way to deliver the lore unobtrusively. Say that you enter into a goblin's lair, for example, right? Now, instead of having to like read a book on why goblins are what they are and why they do what they do, just have your character be like, goblin, filthy creatures, you know, they like to raid and so on, they shit everywhere, stuff like that. And that too will also bring you closer to the character, but you need to make the exposition non-intrusive, you know, do it in the form of commentary here and there, you know, pointing out that this, you know, just commentary on the environment. This lock looks tough. The goblins, they're filthy. Hey, if you give me the order, I can set up a snipe on this guy, etc., stuff like that. I really do believe that is the future. I really do, because, again, when it comes to stuff like story, we've played every story out there. We've fought dragons, we've fought aliens, we've fought space Nazis, real Nazis, etc., etc. We've saved the world, we've doomed the world, we've screwed it over, we've adventured through volcanoes, ice planets, blah 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 blah, in the form of RPGs, shooters, action games, real-time strategy, turn-based, all of it's already been done. And so the only real way you're going to make it something truly revolutionary and interesting, I think, is again with a heavy focus on the characters that take part in the story alongside you. Do a little bit of the Kenshi thing and go like, you might be the protagonist of your own story, absolutely, but there are several other people around you who also have their own stories to tell as well. I think that would be very interesting. Luckily, my nails are still perfect after all of this.
Vic, you've always come through for me.
I am a tumor.
There's nothing
A living, breathing tumor.
What the hell hell do I do?
That's neat.
Tell me, please. Vic.
I wish I knew, kid.
Don't worry, the plot will provide.
Misty?
Now, Silverhand in 3, 2, 1?
You're asking
No,
too much
darn
from
it.
an old timer like Vic.
Well, I'm awfully sorry.
Let's get you home.
I apologize that my skull being dug out from inside and being devoured slowly by a cyber ghost is a little bit too much to lay on his conscience. I do apologize. Frightfully indecent of me, I agree.
I could be dead already.
In that case, you're awfully talkative.
Not something to focus on, V. Let it go. Here. Got some meds for you.
Ooh, orange ones.
Omega blockers. Taken regularly, they'll keep things from progressing too quickly. Also, they should keep that guest of yours calm and quiet.
Don't eat those then.
Pseudoendotrizines from me. Effect will be opposite. It'll speed things up. Free the demon, so to speak.
And I'll be gobbling that.
Didn't you hear? My condition's terminal.
Oh, blah, 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 sentimental nonsense. I'm sorry. This has been 20 minutes of waffling now.
Thanks. Good night, V. Sweet, peaceful dreams.
Thank you. Sure. Viking, I want the pizza.
You do not look so bad.
I look pretty good.
Then, in the car, I doubted you would survive.
Why can't you got it? What? If you want me to hate you, hello, fat child. Why are you staring at me? Suspicious. Anywho, you were saying something about stuff.
Everywhere. Hey, I was listening to that. Shut up. Nobody except you wants to watch that shit about that corpo cut.
That corpo
What did
cut.
you say?
That's cruel.
You heard me.
Sure, just kill him. Fine.
Listen. No, tough guy, you listen. It's people like you two that have brought this country to its knees. Taken our land, our jobs, our fucking dignity.
He has a point.
I own this place and here I decide. So finish your tea and get the fuck out.
Tea? Disgusting. Not even coffee. Damn, you bowed down easy. In Sotoru Yoro Honoru, why you no go and kill? Is that the sound of groupies? Because I'm not really in the best condition to take care of that right now. And then, of course, you also have them as a... Ow, why?
Let us try once more. Your associates. Who are they? How did you acquire fissile material?
Found it.
Gonna give good cop over there a chance to say something? Come on.
No? Alright. Oh, my arm is back to
Which
normal.
terrorist organization do you belong to?
The anti-colonialism league? Stop hitting me.
Hey, Gramps. I know you.
Oh, look, it's the Emperor. Well, what he actually said there was, I won't talk to him personally, but details.
Hot damn. Done and gone.
My husband
Nice
died
ass.
in that tower.
Well. Sorry? He's probably the dude I turned into jam all over my arms.
Worse than death.
Ah, let me guess. I'm gonna be experiencing one of those right now, am I? Yeah, boy.
Didn't want him to die.
I blasted his skull off. I probably did. Not the faintest clue.
Why did you do this?
I know, I speak Jap.
To bring an end to the madness you wreak.
人は嘘をつき、自分自身を欺く。だが死者は違う。
死者は雄弁だが、彼らは決して嘘をつかない。
Yeah, I'm tied by like a piece of string.
死者の言葉には
Surely I can break out of this, right? I've got like a metal arm.
始めろ。
No? Right, well, that's probably gonna suck. Soul Killer Primed! Oof.
Help me.
Help me.
Quiet.
Aw. Come on! Why is everybody so bloody mean to me today? You look kinda mean. I don't think I like that. I know, I got dragged out of a goddamn literal look around, dude. Like you smell derp. Thank you very much for the insightful commentary in the middle of a goddamn garbage dump.
What do I say?
I don't know, what do you say? Nothing, I guess. Now, that leads me on very neatly to one of my big issues with this game, and that is the characters. The characters are not particularly interesting. And I don't necessarily think that that is the character designer's fault, or even necessarily the character's story's fault. It has more to do with the story overall. The other character, Evelyn, that was her name, Evelyn. Evelyn, I meet for 5 minutes, and I'm like, okay, I mean, I guess cool. Then she gives me an offer, and I'm like, again, kind of cool. Judy is probably the character I like the most now, and the only reason I like her is because so far she's the only attractive female I've seen. Like, that's where we've put the bloody bar for this. Oh, and then Johnny Silverhand comes into the picture. Now, at first, I was very much so opposed to the idea of having Keanu Reeves in a game like this, but I couldn't quite articulate why, because it's not like I mind Keanu Reeves. I don't think he's the best actor, mostly because he plays Keanu Reeves, and that's mostly what he does. But that's fine as well, because, you know, he's kind of a self-insert kind of guy. That's fine. And he is apparently a really, really nice dude as well, which, you know, earns me a lot of respect. Earns him a lot of respect with me, that is, of course. But the thing is, a movie is a very impersonal medium. When I go to watch a movie, I know exactly what I'm getting into. I am sitting down to watch a story be told to me by professional entertainers who are acting out a role, or simply acting as wish fulfillment, almost like self-inserts, kinda. I know exactly what is expected of me and of the movie. It is a non-interactive environment. But a PC game, however, is the exact opposite of that. A computer game is a highly interactive medium by definition and design. I am not watching this story unfold, and the fact that the game is making me feel like I am watching the story unfold by just kind of throwing me into the deep end with all of these random heists and Dexter and Jace, etc., and all of that, that is actually damaging my enjoyment of the game quite severely. It's ruining my immersion. It's pulling me out of the story. It is reminding me that I'm not actually in the world of Cyberpunk. I'm in front of my computer playing a bloody video game. It ruins my immersion. But alright, it's a highly interactive medium. I am not merely just a character in the story. I am the character. I am the goddamn protagonist of this story. And then you introduce Keanu Reeves. I cannot see Keanu Reeves in a video game as Johnny Silverhand, because this is a video game, and he is an actor. I know he is an actor. In a movie, I will, suspend my disbelief because that is the contract. I go to watch a movie. I am expecting to go watch a movie. I'm never going to go to a movie and go like, well, I know this actor, I can't get into it, because I know exactly what to expect. I'm on board with the agreement, shall we say. In a video game, I'm not aboard with it. Like, this is what I play when I'm the protagonist, if you see. And so when Keanu Reeves pops in, all I can think is, that is Keanu Reeves. That is not Johnny Silverhand. Johnny Silverhand is, well, he's a, oh Jesus, the frame rate. He is a character of old cyberpunk legend and lore, you know? He's a big deal. And Keanu Reeves, for all of his skills, again, I know who he... Jesus. The frame rate here is taking a damn shit. This isn't even the recording software, this is just the game shitting itself, because driving. I can't help but notice I've got 4 exhaust pipes, which is quite something. He's a famous person. I know who he is, and I can't forget about who he is in this medium. Because I want to get immersed in this. It's a...
Help me!
No, I'm not getting involved. I'm just handing you over. Fuck you, dude. No, I am not getting involved.
Help! Is anyone out
Nope,
there?
can't bloody hear you. Can't hear you. And that is really damaging to me. I don't like it. I do not like it. I don't think that games should use famous characters for that very self-same reason. Now, maybe other people can kind of
What do you think you're doing?
disengage with it more and still get immersed despite the constant reminder that there's a famous actor in this game. The constant reminder that there is a world outside of this game. But for me, it's not a thing I like inside at all. And in a game like this, a good story can make up for a lot of things. But when you can't get that story out, when you can't get that... Are you hostile, by the way? Without the immersion, you need to rely upon something else to really grab and interest the player. And if it's not the story, because again, the immersion problems, then what is it? What are you using to grab and hold my attention and make me think this is an awesome-ass game? Well, it's not the character of V, because he doesn't really have a character. I think, honestly, they probably would have been better off in this game if they'd gone for more of a Geralt, basically, a stronger, more clear-cut style of character, who had obvious reasons for doing what he was doing, and then I could kind of identify with him and go like, right, okay, I am here because reason. And, alright, 1, 2, 5... Oh, I'm hoping this combat music will stop at some point, because it's not that good. Alright, there we go. So the quests. Because this, I've been whinging about the game a lot now, but like I said, I don't think Cyberpunk is a bad game. Oh, 4,000! Thank you, that was much better. I just don't think it's going to be legendary. I don't think this is going to be a new Witcher. Jesus. Even, again, on my rig, in certain areas, it does start derping out with the frame rate quite bad, doesn't it? So, the quest I want to talk about, I'm trying not to spoil too much of it, but I'm going to have to spoil some of it, so, you know, bear that in mind. First and foremost, you arrive in an area where it's one of those quests you get while just walking the map, right? And I get called up by one of the fixers who's like, right, there's a bunch of dudes over here, a bunch of scavengers, there's a maelstrom motherfuckers, and they've made a really nasty video of, you know, snuff, straight up, basically. And I'm being sent there to steal the tape and delete it to make sure nobody ever sees it, because, yeah, it's sensitive individuals involved. Let's leave it at that. Are you Tiger Claws? See, I'm kind of starting to not hate the Tiger Claws as much, because I'm kind of working for them, but at the same time, they are bounties, and I do like money. So, I kill everyone because they're into some nasty bloody shit. I mean, I'm not a particularly squeamish individual. I don't think I am, at least. And this quest disturbed me. Like, I was not comfortable. I was really kind of disturbed with this. And here's the thing. A quest that makes you feel uncomfortable is probably doing something right. That's the difference between kind of me and the game Urinalist. Because they're like, oh, I was comfortable, change it. No, if I get uncomfortable about a quest, I think about why that is. And that's interesting to me, because it gives me a reason to think, a reason to consider the deeper implications of the quest. Eventually, you arrive at a room where there's two people, and they're doing the whole brain dancey stuff, and they're discussing this awful videotape, and you can stand there and just listen to them and talk about, like, I increased the pain amplification here and then. It's awful. Like, it's really genuinely awful. And you interrogate them a little bit to, you know, figure out where the main copy is so that you can get it and you can take it away from them and all that good shit. I wonder how much this is like breach protocols, because you're supposed to do that first before you start doing these things. So E9 to 55, so bop, bop, there you go. And now I can supposedly do short circuit for cheaper. Boy, that hurt, didn't it? Bap, bap, bap. Jack Hammer. Oh boy. You look like a big and special kind of guy. You got a little bit of bounty on you too. Let's set you on fire then. What? Hi, you dirty little sneakier. You dirty little sneaks. There you go. Sit down. What the hell even are you? What the? That is a strange sense of style there, but, well, there you go. Short circuit him. Set him on fire. I'm really starting to like the hacky nonsense, honestly. It feels like magic, but it feels really responsive due to the slowdown. I'm sure that if you really went into hacking, which is what I'm doing on my second character, you could pull off some really cool shit. And I already am. Like, I can sneak up on people, for example, and I can blind, like, even when they're super close, I can blind one guy whilst whilst ambushing the other, which is really, really kind of cool. I love that. What was that a giant dildo? Oh, shotgun. Never mind. You're fine. Apologies. And after getting the tape, after listening to these two dudes discuss horrible shit, I'm like, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. Like, but then I'm like, they're just editing the video, though. They're video editors, basically. They didn't kill this person. They don't, you know, necessarily endorse this either. They're just the guys hired to get the flashy graphics out of it, pretty much. So I'm like, I don't feel like killing them is the right answer. I feel like and then E9, and then I screwed up something, and then BD. Wait, hold on. No, darn it. I'm still not entirely sure how the hell the hacking thing functions properly. Like, I'm starting to understand it, but it's a little bit trippy to me. And so I decide, no. Yeah, I'm not gonna kill him. This is... Well, this is the world of cyberpunk, you know? This is an awful goddamn world filled with awful goddamn people that do awful gosh darn things. And a lot of the time, they do awful things, not because they themselves are necessarily evil, but because it's that kind of a universe. They do it to survive. And as you listen to these two guys, you kind of become aware that what they're doing is some kind of family business, like editing these horrible smut things. That's what they do. That is what this family kind of does to put food on the table, and that made me mellow for them. So I left them alive, and I was like 50 meters down the road, delivering the quest, and I was like, I should have just killed them. I should have killed them. I don't care if they're doing this to put food on the table. I don't care. I should have killed them because what they were doing were morally reprehensible. And there is no excuse that what they were doing might have been out of necessity. Because I was judging them straight up. Then further down the road, down the dock, I find a priest who has been heavily augmented. And so the character's like, hey, I thought you priest guys didn't like, you know, the whole augment stuff. What gives? And he tells this story about how he was literally abducted by a bunch of scabbies.
Let's see what you got.
Who forced him to take these augments. Like they just literally chopped goddamn limbs off him and crudely just kind of sutured on new ones. And you can tell that it hurt, that it was horrible and traumatizing. And bearing in mind also, this goes against everything he believes. Like his entire religion is like, no, this is bad, this is terrible, I should never do this. And he was forced into it as well. Like, that is some nasty stuff. And he tells me too, his brother has been captured and they're preparing to do the same awful stuff to him. And at this point, like, my blood is up too. And I'm like, okay, tell me where they are. I'm going to kill every last one of them. I'm going to pull their entrails out of their assholes and feed them to them until I have a perfect circle, all right? And then he says, please don't kill any of them. I'm like... Like, I groaned at that point, but I was like, okay, fine, you know what? I'll do it your way. You're asking me, you know, you're the guy who has more reason to hate these bastards than anyone else. If you tell me not to kill them, I'll play ball. And so I did. I saved his brother, didn't kill anyone on the way, and after being saved, his brother just really shook up as well, really frightened, because this is a horrible thing. And he says, I'm really glad nobody died from this. Like, this guy who was abducted by a bunch of psycho bastards who, right in front of him, basically butchered his brother and shoved him full of implants in clear violation of everything he believes in. He's now sitting there telling me he's glad nobody dies. And I'm kind of like, just, you're weak. You're soft, okay? You're weak. I'm going to pull a random bullet or two into these people now, just for shits and giggles, okay? And then he says, it is not for us to judge them. And again, at first, I'm like... How, of course it's for you to judge. Like, these are bad goddamn people, and there's no doubt about it. But then I think, hold on. So these cyber psycho dudes, now they're not proper cyber psychos, you know, they're just the scavs, heavily augmented and modified. Why are they heavily augmented and modified? Like, I never stopped to ask that question. Maybe they're not modified by choice. Maybe they were horribly scarred. Maybe they lost eyes or arms, or limbs, etc. Or maybe they were forced into it by just straight up kind of peer pressure, where they joined this gang, and in order to try and fit in, they had to do this. There's a million reasons why they might have done it, you know? And so I think... if they then see one of these monk people who, to a degree, kind of revel in it, you know, not openly, of course. I'm not saying that they're doing it openly, but if you're a person who had to get a augment, a really kind of nasty looking one augment, and you see a guy who's like, yeah, it's my faith not to take augments, who's hale and hearty and healthy and has no problems, you might get pissed. You might be like, he doesn't understand. You might offend you. And if you're, hiccups, already hyped up on drugs, etc., maybe you figure that, you know, this guy's a real asshole. This guy's a terrible shitbag. He's mocking me. In fact, he represents everything I wish I could be, and that makes me goddamn angry. You know, breaking it down to, you know, the basis of it. They probably wouldn't even understand why they're so angry with this guy. And it really made me think, like, again, no. You know what? There is a lot of reasons for why they might be doing the horrible stuff they're doing. And the same for those guys editing that terrible gosh darn video. They maybe, I can't judge them. Again, it's cyberpunk. It's a horrible goddamn world. I mean, hell, I am walking around here, and if I see gang members, I'm just like, free money. And partially that's the game's fault because there's literally no reason not to kill them. It's not like it damages your reputation with them or anything like that. And it's free money and loot and gear. And they can barely fight back, so it's just like beating baby seals over the head with clubs. And they're not even particularly kawaii, so I didn't feel bad for that, you know? The point is, that was a really cool questline, because it made me think. And it gave me a reason to appreciate the world. It made me, that quest, more so than any of the rest of the story, god damn the frame rate here, actually there was a moment there where I was actually getting immersed into the world. It was actually pulling me in because it was giving me a reason to believe in the world as it was being presented. Oh, no, actually, that was fine. Oh, hold on, I'm getting to it. There you go. What? Crime? What gangbanger? Oh, god darn it. You know, they have awfully strange definitions of what is and is not a crime. Maybe they just object, principally speaking, of me just stabbing a dude right in front of them. Maybe they prefer if at least I'm a little bit low-key about it. Maybe.
Fuck the menu, let's ditch this waitress and take our special order to the chef, point blank.
You speak in confusing ways, Keanu.
2 matches. Interesting.
Interesting.
Is that normal?
You are bi,
Who can
yes?
say what is normal? You're clearly a unique person with unique tastes.
Now, if you could remove that tongue from up my sphincter, it would be lovely, because it's a bit deep.
Or Sky?
Only 2 willing to spread their legs for you. Sad.
Hey, don't insult the world's oldest profession. Can I just not?
Is there a problem? This conch don't understand that I've got a right to be in there. From what I can see, your VIP membership has been revoked. Say what now? Please stay calm, sir. Or we're gonna have to escort you outside.
Gasp.
No shortage of wise asses.
Poor man.
I'll say.
Poor man.
Going back upstairs?
His VIP access to the whorehouse has been revoked. Alright, nobody noticed me take out P-Boy, right? Hello, Gonk. Evening.
You wish to leave something behind, a piece of yourself. That's why this all began.
Did it?
You wish to be remembered.
From what I saw, this all happened because I tried to steal a car.
Here's what I don't do. Spill to any rando who walks in here.
Am I gonna have to beat the shit out of you? I don't wanna.
How about those good looks of yours? Be a shame if they dipped below club standards. Wonder what happens to a doll that suddenly goes ugly.
Like a knife to the face.
Now.
Or the penis.
Evelyn Parker.
Or the anus.
Where is she?
You choose. Gift?
There was an
Thank you.
incident.
See, a little bit of threats and everybody opens up. Oh yes, take your time. I'm not in a hurry or anything.
I don't know the specifics. One doesn't ask about these things around here. Tom might know. He and Evelyn were close. Go ask him. And please leave me alone.
You're being a little rude here, but I'll consider it.
Friend of Evelyn's. Wasn't a free moment they weren't together.
Where'll I find him?
There's nothing to steal here.
He's a doll here. Works the VIP area, booth 2.
Thanks.
Did you just stamp out a cigarette on the floor of your work area? That sounds terrible. Alright, never mind. Why would you want a pump attached? Nope, don't want that. No, don't want. No, chat. I know. Well, not chat, but comment section. I know you're down there, and I know you're typing right now what the pump is for. No. I don't know. No, I'm not interested. I do not want to know what the chat is for. Chat. What the pump is for, okay? I am innocent, I am pure, and I wish to remain him. That way. Him. Alright.
Sure you're
Need to get in touch with Evelyn Parker. It's important.
You and me both. Tried calling her a bunch of times. No luck.
Mean to say she's not
Gotta
here?
do better than that, honey.
She had an accident. Needed to go to a special clinic in Osaka.
Or Oslo. I think it was Oslo. For a new faceplate.
Right, Osaka and Oslo. Pretty much right next to each other, those.
Osaka or Oslo? Which was it?
Oslo. Yeah, definitely Oslo.
And it's Oslo, not Oslo. Oslo. Oslo, you morons. My capital, mine.
Tell you herself she was skipping town?
Nah, just didn't show up for work. Wasn't picking up either, so I asked Woodman what was up.
Okay.
Told me she left, like I said.
Right, sounds bloody unlikely.
Who is he?
Mr. Forrest. But everybody calls him Woodman. Never really know why.
Okay, but who?
Okay, Mr. Forrest then. What's his thing?
He's kind of like our caretaker.
Pimp.
Finds new talent, deals with ugly situations.
Pimp.
Got it.
Like, you take a person and you have them behave like a robot. It's an interesting one because it allows you to get around one of the key problems with a, well, sex bot, basically, being that it's darn difficult to make a robot do even, you know, basic tasks. Like hell, walking is something we've only just now started figuring out. And, you know, sex, that's a complicated undertaking, and one which you can very easily get disastrously wrong as well. Let's say that this sex bot applies a little bit too much pressure whilst giving a good old hand job, right? Splooch goes the banana in a very splattery fashion. Whoops. That's a problem. Or a blowjob, right? You've got mechanical teeth fastened around your very soft, very full of blood shaft. And you can bypass all of that by putting it inside of a human host that basically then acts like the cybernetics, you know? Fascinating idea. No. But at the same time, you've also then got to think about, right, what's the ethics behind this? So you take a human, a real-life breathing human, ooh, a cool-ass knife, and you basically turn them into a sex toy who has no recollection of what occurred to them. Bearing in mind there could be some nasty fetishes as well, some beatings, some bondage, like that dude down there is like, I'm gonna eat her thighs, like, ooh. You completely lose control of your mind whilst you're doing this. You could wake up and God knows what has happened to you. Like, somebody has had their way with you and... Oh. Okay. Right. I mean, don't get me wrong, bare feet are certainly for connoisseurs, but, this... Oh. Alright, it looks like our Elint has a little bit of a fit here. Well, why don't you look dapper?
Well, Klein wasn't the one who flew off the handle. Something bitter in the ass.
I'm seeing that. Alright, our dapper gentleman here is freaking out a little bit. All he wanted was to lick some toes, and now he's in the middle of this. Like, poor guy. Now, hi there.
Wait, no clients allowed in here.
Don't worry, not a client. I am, investigating.
Here and close the door on the way out, would ya? As you can see, I'm very busy.
Yes. You're chowing down a hamburger while I was watching some pornography. Stardust, age 42. I have the experience of a mature woman, but my body is half younger, just like my spirit. I have infinite imagination. I will give you a show that you have never seen before. I will take you to the star. Oh, I was reading that. Ooh, hello, Twinks. Now that is more my... Okay, not that, but that. Ooh. Double dose of pleasure, perfectly. Oh, shit. So you get both of them, and they're both whipping. You know what? I mean... Hard drive. Hard driving. Hard driving. That's my name. Oh, I start immediately from the 5th gear, and I have no brakes. Right. Okay. I am loving these ads. These are great. I mean, hell, if the models in game looked like this, I might consider it. Binary. Clever. Right, anywho, you were saying?
Looking for a girl named Evelyn Parker.
Got nobody working here by that name.
Yes, you do, bitch.
But she used to. What happened to her?
Probably did what all
It's
the
getting
dolls
serious. He
trying to
put
do.
down his cheeseburger.
Found a unicorn to set her up.
Unicorn. Ring-a-ring. Ooh.
Ah,
The massive tattoo isn't my style, but,
Roxy over a booth too.
how about-
Same heart-shaped ass. Behavioural chip will do the rest. Won't feel any difference.
Well, thank you for the advice, but, well, you don't understand what a steak, let me know everyone is. I don't think he gives a shit about my circumstance, so let's go with 3.
Don't have time for your games. Need to know where Evelyn is.
We're running a skin circus here, in case you haven't
Skin
noticed.
circus, that's a good
Not
name for it.
Missing Persons Bureau.
But you know, I know you know.
You played with the doll once or twice, and now you want to run off into the
Like,
sunset.
I have hacked your computers.
Go down
I know
to
you know.
reception, They'll find your soulmate 2.0 in even fewer seconds than that.
Okay, let's try that one then.
They call you Woodman, right? That because you have as much charisma as a tree stump?
Okay, started with
Somehow
insulting
I doubt
him.
you understand the situation. you're in.
Situation? What situation? Think I give a cat's turd about every slut who walks through here?
Cat's turd. Oh. I mean, he did get hacked. So presumably if his boss knows... See, the thing is, what I wanted to do here is I wanted to go in and go like, alright, so I know you know who this woman is. I know she got cyber attacked. Tell me where the hell she is. She was last seen here. Give me the goods. And I can't really do that, but I guess this is the closest one?
Right, we're done here.
Are we?
And I'll be sure to let your bosses know how you treat
What?
your customers.
No, that's not what I... Yeah, that's... Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so funny.
Yes, it is. It actually is.
First off, I highly fucking doubt you know who my boss is. If you did, you wouldn't be calling her my bosses.
Yes, because
And
it's...
on second thought,
yeah.
think I'll take you to Maiko now. Just to see the look on her face when you tell her whatever it is you make up on the way. She hates lying bitches as much as I do. But we all deserve a laugh.
Yeah, that was...
If I were you, I'd run the cash angle. It's practically written on his face. F-R-A-U-D.
Yeah, no, you've been
Know you've
stealing?
skimming off this
Thank
place
you,
as
Johnny.
well. How much you clep already?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Talking about the eddies you skim from Cloud's accounts on a weekly basis.
Not skimming anything, I'd have to be a fool.
You look like one. I wonder what Tiger's bosses would think. The thing is, this is the problem too, like, I know the Tiger Claw's boss is that chick who I've been running errands for. Because I just did 2 missions for her. I know who the boss is, and yet the game is like, bosses. Like, I know this, and yet the game... Fine, push it then.
Doesn't matter. I'm just curious what the Tiger Claw leadership is gonna think once they find out.
Won't think anything because it ain't fucking true. I work with the dolls. Cloud's account's got shit to do with me. You sneaky little bitch.
Kudos to you for hatching this one.
This conversation's starting to bore me.
Is it?
Humour me, will ya? This particular piece of ass, out of all of them, why? She wasn't even that good. She was hot, I'll give you that. But for all her delusions of grandeur, she was nothing more than a basic whore.
Some harsh reviews here,
Like all
Jesus.
basic whores, she got what was coming.
See, now we're
As
talking.
will you.
What? There. I stabbed myself in the arm. Why am I not healing? Game. Game. Never mind. What?
You're not helping.
Oh.
Now what?
Hell, why
Wait,
don't you
no.
just scan the truth from his gray, lifeless eyes? Or scour
No.
his comp.
No, hold on.
That just might work.
Hold on. No. No, I did not just throw that. No, I did not just throw that. You've got to be... If you throw the knife, it disappears into Magic Voidland? What? That was epic. game. It was right. It's the fight does. He does. It's flop. My fucking soul. My fucking soul. I mean, if I'd thrown it into him, I guess I could have understood, because it might have gotten chipped on bones or something. But, oh, come on, that is... Oh, hold on. There you go. Why... How was I supposed to know that was... How was I... Damn, you... Calm down, Arch. You got what you wanted. It's fine. There it is. Okay. God, there needs to be a dialogue tree or something, because I had no idea how to get to that. Like that. How was I supposed to know that option would be like, oh, here you go. Fine.
I know you got hit by a runner and Evelyn was the target. What happened after that?
Yeah.
Humor me, will ya? This particular piece
Oh, come
of
on.
ass,
No, don't.
out of all of them,
Don't make me. Why would that be? Fine. I guess we're gonna have to kill him then.
why? She wasn't even that good. She was hot.
Do I have it equipped? Yes,
You
I do.
there.
Why can't I bring it out?
But for all the
reasons.
delusions of grandeur, she was nothing more than a basic whore. And like all basic whores, she got what was coming. As will you.
Stab. Now, hold on a second there, boy. Hold on a second there, bucko. Let me just bring out the fist there. Up. Oh, he snorted something and his health went up. Okay. Because I figured I could beat him, you know, unconscious, basically. And apparently I can, quite easily. Oh, good. Power attack. There. Stab myself in the arm to heal. Right. Try not to knock him through the door, if at all possible. Well, I failed that objective, didn't I? Oh, he can open doors. Right, good boy. You're a smart one, aren't you? And there you go. Right. No? That...
Well, aren't you the queen of fuck-ups?
You're not helping. Now what?
Hell, why don't you just scan the truth from his gray, lifeless eyes? Or scour his cup?
He's
That just
not
might
dead.
work.
I hit him specifically to... Wait, is he dead? No, he's fine. Why can't I just... Never mind. Never mind. Whee. How did... Right. The knife definitely does have awfully short range, it feels like, but god, the damage it does is so far beyond what a knife ever should be doing. Stuff? Stuff. No!
Going to kill you now.
I fucking threw away the goddamn knife again. Mother. Right, fine. I'll just use the assault rifle then, like some kind of non-knife wielding hobo, okay? I'll just use the bloody assault rifle.
Wanted me dead. Said so yourself.
Made it pretty clear since that I changed my mind. Want you to live now.
Well, that's good to hear. Thank you, Keanu. Thank you. Thank you, brain-eating monster parasite chip thing. I appreciate it.
Hey, now fuck, quit it!
I gave the game all this praise for not making, you know, duplicate models, and here we go. Sigh. This has been a disappointing day in Cyberpunk City. A disappointing, sad day.
If
anyone wanted to see a jelly roll, they'd sit at home and look in the mirror.
I'm short. Don't got the eddies to fix you up.
Stop whiffing for a week, you'll have plenty. And if I don't work, we're both going hungry.
Fine. I'll borrow some. Go get yourself fixed up at the Rippers. Tell them we'll have the eddies tomorrow.
Interesting relationship structure. See, there's little things like that I do really enjoy about this game. The little piece of world building, but they need to get the stick out of their ass of how, you know, how determined the story's gonna be before you show up, you know? Fingers MD. What a lovely name. Oh.
You just the cutest thing.
Yes, I am adorable, but give me a second while I'm... Is this a...
If I could, I'd swap, you know? Why does everything have to be so damn convoluted?
Who knows, man? Who knows? Lovely decor. This is okay. So this is like modern art, right? This presents the penetration of modern day society by overblown sexualization of cooler systems, I guess. Alternatively, it could just be a pointer, like going like, "Hey, go up the stairs for condoms." I guess.
Something around
Touch.
whatever they have to offer. And they always have something to offer.
You're a sick. Enough of this bullshit! What'd you do to her, you freak?
Judy's getting
Now,
angry.
Either you put a muzzle on this creature, or put her down. It's impossible to have a conversation with her around.
Why'd you have to go and do that? Right, if you force me to choose between Judy or you, right, well, I tried to be nice, but then you insulted my pet emo over here, and I can't have that
You're
stack, so
scum.
I guess we'll do the punchy
A
option
waste
then.
of words. I'm a hair away from putting you down.
2 beefers from a BD studio took her. Didn't even know their names.
Yeah, that was easy. One for good measure. That looked derpy.
They mentioned a moth of all things. Virtues with the death's head. Said she'd be good for the moth.
Fair enough. See,
I really don't know anything else. Please.
I feel bad. I mean, he's a creepy little bastard, sure, but still.
I'll be outside.
He hasn't done anything to me, nor does it seem like he's really done anything to Elend, so just beating the shit out of him feels a little cruel. Plus, I mean, look at him. He has some problems already. Oh, bathroom. Oh, I don't know if I want to be in here, but the urge to loot... Of course. Obviously. Of course. That's... Well, that's something at least. I didn't want to pick that up, and yet I did. No. Just leave. Just leave. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you. I didn't need anything else in here anyways. Right, you're welcome now. He'll be out soon enough, probably.
Nothing to me.
Is that a tattoo of a shark with a giant laser cannon on his back? I'm pretty... Oh, hold on, I'm just... Yes, that is a tattoo of a giant shark with a laser cannon on his back. Right, well, I found my wife in this game, that's for damn sure. She was... Yes, it is. Right, I can get some money out of her, too.
Well. Who do I spy but V? In my humble parlor, no less.
Humble indeed.
Kako.
Now, give me money.
Long time no see.
So what brings you here?
Money, give.
Have some outstanding biz to settle. Remember Sandra Dorset?
I don't forget such things, V.
Good to know. Now, money, give. A good quest is absolutely one that makes you think that piques your interest a little bit, tickles your inner brains a little bit, and also maybe just makes you a little bit uncomfortable as well, because that means that the quest has probably touched upon something not necessarily personal, but at the very least something important. Something that you can't simply just like ignore because, you know, it's a video game. Something a little bit deeper than that. So I actually think this is a good thing. Like, I like where this is going. Plus, I have a rationale and a reason for doing what I'm currently doing. I can enjoy the ride here as I waffle for a little bit. I know Evelyn, or Eileen, as I like to call her. I don't know her well, but at least there is some character establishment there. She's a doll. She's good at what she does. She seduced the Arisaka boy, and she gave me a job. Right, that is a relationship. It's not much of one, but it's more of a relationship than I had with Jace, who basically showed up, threatened me at gunpoint, and then montage, and there you go, you're best friends now. Which again, immediately makes my brain rebel and go like, no, I don't know this guy. But Elint, I actually have some form of a relationship with her, and therefore going to save her now from a bunch of sadist, crazy bastards who was going to record a snuff film with her as the main star. I got a reason to do that. I've got some investment in this. I want to... Are you all right? I want to find and save her, and also because I want to get into the pants of the chick with the wonderful tattoo of the angry shark here.
See if there's any.
I am a ninja, a sneaky, deaky ninja. Oh, hey. Odd graffiti. Justice. I am a ninja. I sneak. I make no sound. I am like the perfect silent fart. You will not... You will not know of me. Only thing you will notice is the stench of the bodies, in this case, in the dumpsters. I am the ninja. I am the sneaker that squeakers in the night. I am the Skaven Deathmaster Snicked. Like a silent, perfect fart. All I am is an untraceable discharge of gases. And you will not notice. You cannot notice. It is impossible for you to notice. And even when you do notice the produce, you will not be able to tell from whence it came. No. In fact, it will be such that you might begin doubting yourself, yes. Might you simply just have crapped your pants without noticing? The camera cheated. That was not my fault. That was the game's fault. There is a difference. There is a distinction there. A very important one. Can I hack this? God, I'm good at stealth games, by the way. I haven't pointed that out yet? I am God. I am God. It's incredible, isn't it? I am God. I am God, yes. In fact, even the Messiah could probably not do this bloody well. Alright. You haven't been of much use yet, honey, but, well, you're pretty to look at, and you've got that tattoo of the shark with the laser cannon, so I guess that's just gonna have to be good enough. And dump us? Chill, my dude.
You really don't fuck around, do you? Wait 1 sec for me.
I'm sorry, I was being real quiet up until this point. I mean, come on. I was doing good. I was doing really good. I felt proud of myself. Then the game decided to be derpy with me. Not my fault. Alright. Pop. Pop. What? Defenseless? I don't care. They're enemies. It's their fault they're sitting here enjoying some connoisseur pornography in the middle of a battlefield. Again, I'd prefer to sell most of this stuff because I really don't need any more green components, but for some reason, I doubt there's going to be an easily accessible sales station down here in the BDSM sex dungeon. Now, I shouldn't say that. It's an insult to BDSM. BDSM is very nice in comparison to this nonsense. Very nice. It's consensual, for one thing.
Just don't.
Alright.
Let's get her somewhere safe. Fast, too.
And I wanted
Which
to
way?
explore the rest of the sex
doors.
dungeon, but
Managed to power the elevators.
to be fair, this is
Elevators
probably mildly more important than getting more loot, I guess. See, I like this. I like this. And no, not because of that
No
reason.
time to lose, V. Gotta get her out of here.
You're the one. Oh, you're covering me. Sorry. Because again, I do have a degree of a relationship with this character. Was I in here? Oh, hold on just a little bit. I'm just gonna check real quick if I looted this, cause you know, just hold on. I'm sorry. Just if you could swing your hips out of the way just a little bit. Oh, there you go. Right, fine. Oh, right, hold on. Yes, I know it's serious, but there's a gun on the floor, and I kind of want it. Come on. Right, never mind. I'll leave the. No. Gosh darn it. Fine, I'll sacrifice the gun for the greater good. But yes, again, I do have a modicum of a relationship with this character. Well, that was sudden. And so, saving her...
Is it really that hard?
Particularly for something like
Please, just one.
that?
For me.
No.
Smoking's for posers, and it stinks too.
Yeah.
Say whatever the fuck you want, but just light up.
No.
No.
Non-smokers are the fucking worst. Just my luck. We going in?
Yes. Give me a second here. So, yeah. I want to finish my thoughts. So, I have a relationship with the character. I like the character, you know, relatively speaking, comparatively with how little information I have about most of these characters, frankly. She's one of the more interesting ones because she wasn't just a job. She asked me also to screw over Dex, which turns out would have been a bloody good thing to do. So there you go. That gives her extra points in my book right away. Additionally, she's got a little bit of a depth to her as well because she's intelligent. She knows she's good at what she does, and she used her skills and her looks to set up this big-ass heist and as an heir to the Arasaka Empire, you know? And then she goes through all of this horrible gosh darn shit, and I get to save her. Cool. That is me emotionally and mentally invested in that character. If only they'd done something like this with Jace also, instead of just going like, he's your best friend now. Right. Let's get in there. Ooh. Nice pad you got here. Again, the shitty bathtubs. You can't lie down properly in these. She's got a book on the toilet. This is my kind of gal. This is my kind of gal. Absolutely. Bleach right next to it. Okay. That's a... You have to beat your head in it. Like, that's a dumb shower, dude. You're gonna hit your head in that. Anyway. Yeah, I knew she was the one who painted that. Or drew it, or whatever. So, you're just pissy because pissy. Alright, well, that's very feminine of you.
I'll be the first to admit, this does not look good.
Keanu Reeves, the immortal optimist. Definitely Voodoo Boys then, because French and all that nonsense.
C'est plus bon moyen nous gagner pour nous arriver sur nos bouts. Faut que nous prenions chance là.
Sadly, I do not speak surrender. It's damn difficult to understand.
See you around, Judy.
Right.
Thanks, V.
Oh, you're very welcome. We shall scissor most ferociously at some point in the future, I'm sure. Extreme performance. See, we really probably should just enhance all athletes, because the fun part of athletics is seeing ridiculous feats, right? So why not just put little rocket engines on the ski jumpers' skis? I see nothing particularly wrong with that. In fact, I only see benefits in all due reality. There are certain forces within gaming, absolutely, that they want to control everything, preferably. And it always needs to be on their term as well. They don't like competition, and they don't like people with the, incorrect opinions. Not at all. And even the things that they don't necessarily like, they still want power and control over, presuming that it's popular enough. In the case of Subverse, for example, the game's journalists didn't give a shit about that or Studio FOW. In fact, they got them yeeted off Patreon. And then they had a massively successful Kickstarter, and suddenly, oh hey, now we're starting to get interested. Now we're starting to get into it here. And then they decided, well, these people don't like us, so we'll go somewhere else for our exposure. So they approached me with that. But of course, then there was that article that they wrote about as well, from CD Projekt Red, where they basically said that they value diversity of opinion rather than just diversity for diversity's sake. And ever since, they were kind of non-committal on the whole matter. They were kind of in, kind of out, like kind of dancing with it a little bit almost. Like, yeah, you know, we're gonna try and play both sides, which is a really, really genuinely awful idea right here, because, well, the people that you are... Wait, which am I equipping now? Okay, the game tells me I'm equipping both for some reason. They want complete control. They're not gonna settle for a little bit of control. They're not gonna settle for a level playing field or an equal split or just a live and let live. They're just simply not going to do that. And so you're gonna get attacked. Which is why you saw so many articles near the release of this game where they were like, oh, it's transphobic, blah, blah, blah. And, I mean, again, this is a game in which they literally made a big deal out of not having, like, gender options, just having a schlang or not, and yet it's transphobic. Why? Well, because what was it? They commodify the stereotype. I think that was their rationale for it. Oh, God, now I'm not concentrating about what I'm doing here either. Blah, 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 blah. There you go. And that is, of course, very much so in tune with the setting, isn't it? Like, in a ridiculous, over-the-top, kind of corporatist cyberpunk future, they would absolutely turn it into a commodity. In fact, they're already doing that right now, aren't they? The whole, the woke targeting. Hell, the Che Guevara t-shirts and stuff, that's probably the best example of it. Che Guevara is not a progressive icon by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, he had some rather woke opinions about black people and gays. Very, very interesting opinions, in fact. And yet he is now a progressive icon. And why? Well, because he's on t-shirts. Like, how ridiculous is that? Not to mention, of course, the fact that the rebellious progressives these days are firmly on the side of all of the multi-million-dollar corporations. Strange little oddity, that, isn't it?
It's not the size that counts.
Both you and I know no one actually believes that.
That is a genuine fact, by the way. It is, size absolutely does matter, and as a man in possession of considerable size, I will put forward that argument without any form of shame or questions whatsoever. How it feels like it... Move! Oh, shooting the other people weren't a crime, but shooting that was. He was in my way, okay? That was fine. That was self-defense in a creative way. Talk to Placid's people. Very well. What instructions do you have for me then, gentlemen? If any of you even so much as try to tell me that I'm not supposed to kill anyone, you are going to be mighty disappointed today. With them. Talk with them. With them. I will with them. Hello.
Know the way in? Was told you would.
Yeah. Garage in the back.
In the back. There. Therefore I am. I am transvestite. Therefore I exist.
Okay, Vance, in sight. What? Placide what?
Good. Push down.
The runner know you are here. Hunt him.
Can't just scorch him via the net? He's gotta be jacked into the van.
I cannot piece his protection. You must find him. Face him.
I don't know though. I don't know. I kind of. Why not? Who do I like better here? I don't really want to fuck with Netwatch. I mean, as you said, this really genuinely isn't my beef. I don't like the Voodoo Boys either. They've been treating me like shit so far. You know what? Screw you.
Rather not pick a fight with the Watch if I don't have to.
Screw you. Sasquatch? Oh, the giant transvestite woman. No, you know what? I actually quite approve of that because in Cyberpunk, where you can modify pretty much anything about yourself, surely gender will start not meaning anything at all, right? I mean, you're approaching Mechanicus levels there. Though the Mechanicus revere their gender as a part of their humanity, because the thing with the Mechanicus doesn't want to become robots. In fact, they view robots as a very dangerous, corrupting entity. They venerate humanity. They worship it like all of the God Emperor's subjects. But at the same time, they want to enhance their humanity. Which is why they would... Something like gender, for example. I wrote this up in that one book where they decided that some adept Magos insisted on being referred to as ZZ or some such absolute nonsense. And they wouldn't do that because gender is a part of being human. It is an identifying feature of being human. Just like they would not throw away something like their identity as human, they would not throw away an asset of it. They would perhaps try to streamline it and simplify it, perhaps, and there are certainly elements that would be more or less important, but they would not reject it unilaterally, because again, they worship humanity. Anywho, hello there, boss lady. I guess we're gonna just back each other over the head now.
Then shoot her in the head. I do not know what they put in her, what corruption is in her system.
You don't know what is in there to begin with, how much it is worth.
I know. I scanned her. Only a normal filthy Rangan.
Ale,
being awfully racist, aren't they? Yeah, go on. Go. 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 Oh, now I'm having a bit of fun with this. Is that Rogue? Huh.
Said you weren't coming tonight. Not if I can help it.
Changed my mind, lover.
Oh, hold on. Alt Cunningham.
All hot and bothered.
Alt Cunningham. Right, I figured that was a male name. I appear to have been mistaken. As I disappear inside of her tits. Don't worry about it, YouTube. It's all fully clothed. It's fine. This would be a lot more smexy if it wasn't happening in 10 FPS. Oh, the bottle is disappearing a little bit. Really? Alright. Well, that was certainly romantic. Now, after our fully clothed lovemaking session... Thanks to the nudity censor, which is a good idea on YouTube, believe you me. Oh, no, round 2. Okay, never mind. Not done just yet. Ah, bear pics of feet. Once again, the fully clothed part of this somewhat steals a little bit of the zest of it all, but oh well, details. Damn, Johnny, that was a full 5 seconds. Good job.
Goodness gracious me.
Indeed, a religious experience, I tell you.
A damn shame that's that.
Yeah, I know, 5 seconds. Believe me, baby, I can do better, but, you know, the stress of the concert, etc.
Always gotta shit all over it, don't you?
Quickly, get to the camionette. Where is the camionette? Is that the camionette? Hey, Agent Smith, dude. I took care of your pet Sasquatch. She wasn't all that furry, frankly. I was somewhat disappointed by that. There we are. Is that an ammo crate? No. That's a coffee making machine. Oh. Coming around the corner like that, scaring me. Unsportsmanlike is what that is. You know, I want to talk, but you really should find some cover, lady. Stab myself in the heart with a hypo needle. Anu Kumu! Ano Kuma. Kuma-chan, Kuma-chan, Kuma-chan. There is literally an anime called Kuma Kuma Bear, which literally just means bear, bear, bear. It's a good name for an anime. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm sure it'll be absolutely amazing. I believe it is a story about a young girl who gets isekai'd and then wears various bear fursuits to give her powers, which is, it's a pretty good concept. Right. Sword. Clack. The advantage of the sword is if you just keep hitting them like this, they'll never get up, ever. Now, occasionally, you've got to stop hitting them for a second to regain your stamina bar, but even then, it doesn't take particularly long, as thoroughly demonstrated here. If you're playing this game without a sword, you're doing it wrong. You know what? Normally, I'd kill Placid, but, he's only worth $500, and he was the one who brought me in. He was the one who let me in. He was the one who exposed all of his friends and Brigitte to me. I think he'll suffer far more if I simply just walk away. I'm sure I'll find it somewhere. Oh, are those Gangu Bangus? Those are Gangu Bangus. Here. Gangu Bangus are bad for you and me. Bringing peace to the streets, one swish of the katana at a time. There. You're safe now, good citizenry. Why are you running away in fear? Don't worry. I only kill those the cops say is okay to kill. It's fine. Don't be afraid of me. I'm the good guy, don't you see? I'm a good person. I'm not a psychopath. You believe me, don't you? You believe me, right, kind citizen? Don't you fucking ignore Neman. Almost got a little bit angry there. What? Oh, boom. You know, more and more I think of it too, like there's the spark of a good story here. Like the idea of having your mind taken over. God, I've got a lot of points apparently. The idea of having your mind taken over by an external entity, a force that you can't control. And then also have that brain true to take on the form of a human, something you can talk to, an entity whose motives you can understand, who can be in part reasoned with, and who has a tragic backstory. You know, take the thing that's killing you, that's eating your mind, and somehow make it sympathetic to the point where you start working alongside it whilst also trying to save yourself, and eventually then confront the person with the question of who deserves it the most? Do you deserve to continue to live, or does your brain tumor continue to live? Whose goals do you put above which, you know? Who do you prioritize? The problem there is, again, as I've said so many times, a video game is a thoroughly personal medium. I am in the video game. I am the protagonist of the video game. I cannot separate myself from this story, from this game.
Very valuable. I also learned something through my own efforts. We must meet.
Where'll it be this time? Trash processing plant? Deserted in-cart station?
In the south of Japantown, there is a street market. It is on the footbridge above the main street. Use the elevators. It is easy to get lost. I am on my way there. Do not make me wait.
Cool. But yeah. And in this case, because this, that idea of like attributing, how do I put this? So, like I mentioned, the idea of having a thing inside of your head, who you sympathize with, who you understand, who has a rationale and a reason for doing what it is doing, that in and of itself can be quite interesting. But it relies upon you caring about that thing. It relies upon you having empathy and goddamn Tillman going. It depends upon you being, well, immersed in the story. You have to have an emotional investment, not only in the brain tumor, but in your character as well. Now, in a movie, that's easy enough, because again, you enter into a movie with the explicit and express knowledge that it is impersonal medium. There are two actors on screen. And in this case, there are two actors, there is V and there is Keanu Reeves, or, you know, Johnny Silverhand. If this was a movie, I could absolutely see myself having empathy for both characters, or literally viewing V as the main character, then perhaps going like, yeah, but this Johnny Silverhand guy, he's got a lot of depth to him too, and he's doing this for a reason. Honestly, that was kind of a poor reason, because he's basically going, well, the corporation is doing whatever it wants, and so I'm going to do whatever I want to fight the thing that does whatever it wants. Okay. I mean, that is a grade schooler's moral rationale right there. It's so basic, bitch, it's not even funny. But it's something. But in this case, I am one of the characters. And in a video game, again, I can't separate myself. I enter into this with the express understanding that I am to have a direct and important pivotal part in the story, because it's, well, my story. I am the player in the video game. In which case, to have me have empathy and care for it. Good God, my phone.
Can you come over, Stat?
Something happen?
Yeah. Just come.
I want to scissor Judy more than I want to scissor Takamura, so I'm gonna do that instead. Journal. That one. Yeah, I definitely want to scissor Judy a lot more than I want to scissor Takamura. I keep getting distracted, so yes. Again, to just center myself, in the movie, you need to have empathy for both the parties, which is easy in a movie because you enter into it with the express understanding that you're going to be asked to just view these characters as characters rather than as real-life people. Right, fair enough. But here, when you are trying to immerse yourself into a world, because that's the point of video games. The point of a video game is to take you as a person and place you into a different world, give you an experience, a highly personal experience. That is your express expectation when you enter into the game. In this case, playing, you lack the duality. I could potentially have sympathy for my brain tumor if I could view it as an item existing within this world, if I could view it as a character playing out a part. But again, because it is literally an actor, it is a person that looks like an actor, it is a person that sounds like an actor, and more importantly, an actor I know exists in real life, that keeps reminding me that I am playing a video game. I am not actually in this story. I have no personal connection. And so the me side of this gets removed. I can't really have sympathy for the character of V, because there is no such character. There is no V, there is only, well, me, you know? And if my only imperative is a brain cancer thing, which I know is harmless, I could wander around this world for years and years and it would never kill me because it's a game, and it will only do anything, it'll only progress once I choose to progress the story. You have removed all of the impetus to carry on that story. I have no point to continue because I know it's not important. I know it's not threatening. I know it's not an immediate concern. And that makes, again, the brain tumor in the form of Keanu Reeves, who again is just an actor who I know is an actor, even less important. Like, the two key components of this story, V and Johnny Silverhand, are both essentially non-existent here, precisely because it is a video game. This is the kind of story that probably would have made for a pretty damn good movie, but movies and games are so thoroughly different mediums that what works in one just simply doesn't work in the other. This is one of the reasons why you see so many 40k games end up being kind of mediocre or just outright terrible in many cases, because they think like, okay, we'll get a good writer, we'll get one of the solid 40k writers to write our script for us. And the problem is most of them, they don't know how to write a movie script. They don't now know how to write a comic book script. They know how to write a book. And again, a book is always going to be a radically different medium compared to a television show, or a movie, or a graphic novel, etc. Which is one of the reasons why I'm so very, very nervous about the Inquisitor TV show. I tell you, that is either going to be really, really good, because the Eisenhorn books are great, or it is going to be a complete cringe-ass disaster, like that horrible video game, for example. Oh god, the Eisenhorn video game. Granted, a lot of the problems in that one was just the absolutely awful video game elements as well, even more so than necessarily the writing or the acting, but yeah, I don't know. I'm half optimistic and I'm half not, because on the bright side, it could be the thing that finally, like, catapults 40k into the common consciousness, which, I mean, yeah, I get it. Making 40k mainstream is not a universally positive thing, because whenever something goes mainstream, it's going to bring in a lot of shit alongside it as well. Oh, hey, Gangu Bangus. It's going to bring in the normies, and frankly, normies are just bad goddamn people. They're gonna cause up. Wow! Holy shit! 2 shots! Holy shit! I didn't even pay attention because it's like, it's just 3 random dudes. I can tank the damage and he just 2 shots me. Holy. Right, well. Oh my god. Oh, right. There's moments like that too that, again, just reminds you that you're playing a video game, because it's like that. It's so inconsistent sometimes. Like, some of the time I feel like an absolute goddamn tank, and others you just get splashed across the sidewalk like it's nothing. Good God. Always lots of people in that area for some strange reason. Hi, Judy. Knock, knock. Open up. Open. Why? You asked me to come all over here. Oh, is it because... I don't mind those, it's fine. They'll forget soon enough. There you go, see? Now open. Honey, what have I done wrong? Why are you treating me like this? Why the silent treatment? Honey? Honey? Why are there bugs? You know, I've come to realize that Judy really does live on the shittier... Oh, there you go, on the shittier side of town. Once we marry, I shall be sure to move her into a more spacious and welcoming accommodations.
In the bathroom.
Well, that looks promising. Very promising. Right, 1 second. I need to steel myself for the trauma that is about to occur to me for the character that I've known for 5 minutes. See, Judy I kind of like. Evelyn I've got at least some kind of relationship with because, you know, she's my boss and stuff, but... there's nothing here. Maybe I... Oh, there you go. No. I thought I hadn't looted everything. You got any progress on your robot? No? Seems like it's plenty of time. No. Right then. So, what's up, honey?
Bird offers herself to express her undying gratitude to you for saving her ass.
Hell, I kind of agree, Johnny.
I was only gone an hour.
I mean, considering some of the shit they did to her, I see the logic behind this, but still. Again, this was one of the characters I actually had some kind of a connection to, and the game's just like, okay. Right? See, again, this would have been a really impactful scene if I'd done a few jobs with her to begin with. You know, introduce me to her as a cheerful, bubbly personality who's always there to give you a call at the end of a job, going like, well, good job there, V, and stuff like that. You know, yes, actually, you know, that's a really good idea. Sorry, I'll get on with the story in a second here, but that's a really good idea. Have this character be shown as really bubbly, very lively, energetic, ginky, happy-go-lucky. She's doing the whole prostitution thing, but that's a job, and she's very good at it. She's loving life, and so on. And after 4 or 5 missions of that, building up the relationship, then you go and rescue her in the goddamn meat plant. And you should probably also drop some hints as to what's actually happening to her. Now, they did mention that she was like a mirror where if you punch her once, you see like 13 other reflections of her also getting punched. Like, that was some kind of special thing. So every torture she experienced was multiplied. Maybe there was more in the literature, because I don't read any of the stuff and thing, but more of that would be really cool. Like, really hammer home that point, how horrible it is, and then have a small period of recovery as well, where she's kind of returning to being that energetic woman that you knew, and then, bam! Then you hit the player with this, you know? I should be a writer. Yeah, maybe I will be. Right, so, Shatter Pulse. I mean, there's like 2 gallons of blood out here on the floor. I don't think we know. Actually, no, that isn't actually that much. You know, this is survivable. Yeah, never mind. This isn't actually that bad. I mean, okay, sure. Did you check? Are you sure?
Checked your pulse?
Like, have you double checked? Huh?
She's gone.
Right. Well, thank you for. Let me just ask that again.
You checked your pulse? She's gone.
But are you sure?
Checked your pulse?
Have you checked her pulse? You're not answering me here. All right. I'm being mean. And see, here's the thing too. If I am able to be this chipper and cherry about this, which is supposed to be a very impactful, like, bam, scene, you know you've done something wrong in establishing this character right here. And how'd this happen? Oh, gosh, I wonder. How did this happen? Judy, did you leave? Did you leave, Judy? Is this your fault, Judy? That's cruel. Let's not do that.
Gotta do something with her.
What?
Don't want any trouble. I'm calling the badges.
Really? That's fine. Okay, in that case, that's not a problem, because I brought a couple.
That'll change anything.
They're downstairs. Like, you lift, you shout, and, I mean, that's logical, but this gives me timbers, so we're gonna go with whatever she wants. Besides, I'm already wanted by a mega corporations. What's the police department gonna do? Like, why did you move the corpse? Did you kill her? I'm just gonna say, like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I killed the Emperor also, so, yeah. Oh, you just zoned out there for a minute.
Jackson Street. No imminent danger. Suicide. Tomorrow? No!
Today. Yeah, I was about to say, would they actually give a shit? Considering? You know? They're kind of...
No, she was not pronounced dead by trauma team. If she'd have had coverage, we wouldn't be talking. And fuck you. If you don't want to move your asses, why don't I come down to the precinct and trash it into bits? Now will you come and arrest me, you pussies?
I like Judy. She's a good girl.
Fine.
She can
I
stay.
don't give a fuck what you write me up for.
Oh. Right. Right over here. Dump.
They'll be here soon.
Yeah, they're right down the stairs, so they shouldn't take them that long.
Told me to keep her on ice until tomorrow. Can you believe the balls?
Yeah, frankly, I can. I figured. Understaffed? Went easy on them. Like, understaffed. I give a shit. They're a private policing organization. Like, if they're public, I can kind of give you some sympathy there, but no, they're private. I don't care if they're understaffed. Went easy on them anyway, I guess.
All things considered, you let them off pretty light. Had it been me, they'd have gotten an earful like nobody's biz.
Oh yeah, let's make her feel bad. That's what she needs right now.
Put something on her. I'd rather she look like a person than a body.
Okay.
Did you wait outside?
What? This. God damn it. I just came here.
Close the door, V. Please.
You're being awfully demanding today. Oh, and... Oh, wait, no. There you go. I figured I was being asked to just, toodle along, but no. Oh, wait, what? Where the hell are we now?
Bum a cig.
God, no. It pisses off Johnny.
Quit. It's been years. But right now I need something besides air in my lungs. Please, V, just one.
Do I have... Oh, right. Cigarette case. Here.
Fine, here.
See, the cigarette case, too.
It was her smoke case.
Yeah, precisely. Like, that's a good little... That's a good little plant.
Can I hold on to it?
It's a good little bit of a nostalgia. Like, oh, yes, I got this from her,
You seem to like it. Keep it.
Again, if there's more bloody impact to this. Impatience. That's the problem. They got through too much of it too quickly. They didn't build up the characters. And when you then do something like this, which is supposed to have some real goddamn impact, it just doesn't. I want to sympathize with Judy here, because I get it,
I thought if I gave her some space or time, she'd get back on her feet.
And see, precisely, that is what they should have done. They should have done that, first you're really close and she's getting a little bit more chipper, and then she thinks like, okay, I gotta give her a bit more space, and then this happened. And then you can go into the period of like, self-blame, etc. Build the characters up, but nah. Stay strong, honey. Stay strong. It's fine. It's fine.
Stay strong,
It's good.
Judy. Don't let this tear you down.
There's like zero emotions in my voice. Even V don't care.
Let's just not say anything for a minute, okay?
But.
Her condition.
That was not a
Couldn't
minute.
think about anything else. Tech-wise, she was clean. Dalshard was operational, uncorrupted. So, psychological trauma had to be that. Did some more digging in her virtues, found Woodman.
He kept her. Had his way with her. The things he did. And once he got bored, he pawned her off.
I mean, relatively speaking, I'm pretty sure Woodman was the happier part of that, because those other dudes were, they were, interesting. So he found other recordings. This conversation. So her friend just offed herself, and she's been able to view the horrible things that made her do that, and here's the option like, so, wanna talk about the trauma? Good God. Good thing I killed them. Yeah, I guess.
I zeroed Woodman. Didn't plan on it, just how the chips landed.
I tried to avoid
Glad
it
I
even.
did, though. Me too. I can't even imagine. Still, it's not enough. There's so many more like him.
Is that Cthulhu? That is Cthulhu, isn't it?
Gotta be something I can do about it. Like what? Don't know yet. Think I'll call Suze. Thanks, V. Sorry, but I'd rather be alone now. Promise to keep in touch.
Sure.
Anything comes up, holler on the hollow.
See ya! Whee! Dramatic exit, I know, but I figured it would make an impact. I was like, see you later! Whee! Alright, well, that was an interesting little aside. Again, so many little... This is one of my pet peeves with modern day gaming, it absolutely is. They keep having these ideas, like, they'll watch a television show, and they'll see something impactful, and they'll think to themselves, hey, I could do that, you know, I could do that, but they don't, they get the, my dude, that was your fault, fuck you, fuck, oh, he's fine, never mind. I was about to get a wanted star there, I think. But, like, they understand the bare basic ingredients of some of this. They go, all right, so you've got a chick who's, you know, looking very lively, you know, looking pretty, etc. Delmain, fuck off.
A vehicle of mine went dark.
Why do you even bother giving me the option to take the message if there's actually no option to not pick up?
The coordinates came through
Anywho.
so I'm unable to determine the
They get the ingredients. Perky woman, you know, who does the whole pleasure girl thing. She's a seductress for a living, you know, very energetic, very genki, to use the Japanese word there. And then she goes too far. She's a little bit too optimistic. She takes one step too far in the wrong direction, gets herself some real shit. Then you have to chase her down as you start to uncover the dark truth of what actually happened to her. She's been used as some psycho's torture sex pet thing, and she's completely mind broken, and then eventually takes her own life. Those are the ingredients, and those are good ingredients for a really powerful, impactful story. But again, it depends upon the medium. You've got to deliver that story in a way that makes sense in the medium. Again, I can't believe I just had a long, like, waffle about this at the end of the last episode, but I keep having to repeat myself on this because it's really important. In a movie, this alone would have been enough, because I would have entered into it with the expectation that I would be called upon to build my own bonds with the characters and simply accept them as is. I'm basically saying that, okay, movie, tell me what I want, what I need to know over the course of, like, 2 hours total. So I've got like 5 minutes to get to know these characters, right? And so I pretty much just accept the movie telling me what the character is. And then I react based upon that information and that knowledge. But in a video game, which is again is a intensely personal medium, I need to know these characters an awful lot longer to actually build any kind of relationship with them. Because, especially in this kind of a world as well, where there isn't really anywhere near enough immersion, I need to know these characters a lot longer to build any kind of relationship with them. I've known that woman for, again, the total of a whole 5 minutes, and then now she's dead. It's like, okay, I didn't really engage with her. She didn't really give me any jobs. She didn't give me anything cool to remember her by, except for a cigarette case, which only showed up now because it was, you know, plot convenient. It was a part of the setup. Am I going the right way? I don't think I am. How about she'd given me a weapon instead? You know, say that she'd given me a really powerful katana, which I'd used a ton of the time. That would have kept reminding me of the character, of the personality. How the hell am I supposed to get up there? Okay, never mind. I figured I could just cross the street and that'd be it, but apparently not quite. Alright, let's get back in the car then. Oh god.
What is happening?
There we go. See, the police didn't actually care about that. Wait, am I... Where am I supposed... Okay, right. I have no idea where I'm supposed to be going for this whatsoever. Alright, let's try just following the dotted line, shall we? Have again, just a series of events, a series of missions that not only establishes the character, but also gives you a thorough reason to care. And as I mentioned, in order to do reality... Oh, that's where I was supposed to go. My barrier to connect with these characters is pretty damn low. I really enjoyed the mission saving her from the psycho bastards, because I had at least received a mission from her previously. That was enough for me. That's a rather unfortunate advertisement to have pop up right now, everything considered. But yeah, that was enough for me to get invested. If they'd only built on that a little bit further, I would actually have given a shit. It's like... They're close. It's like with Jackie too. If they'd actually made you play those missions you'd seen in the flashback, maybe I'd give a shit when he gets holed through by a security robot.
Look around, sir. Things are heating up in the city. Suits know one spark's all it takes for Japantown to go up in flames.
Wish.
Riots are always best put down by folks not sporting your brand name.
Ah, you are here.
I am here, yes. Your handcuffs seem to be clipping into your thigh there. So, would you...
V?
Yeah? Are you gonna... Oh, do I need to stand in a specific spot? Sorry. There we go. Right.
Why? What are we doing here?
You shall learn soon.
Soon. Hello, Mr. Officer. Don't mind us. We're not very suspicious or anything.
Do you know who most wished to honor Arasaka-sama with the parade?
No.
His murderer. The irony makes me sick.
Well, no, it makes total sense because he wants to cover it up.
What's in it for Yorinobu? Doesn't seem like the kind who'd care to honor tradition.
Because he doesn't give a shit about tradition. It's a way to cover it up. He's like, oh my god, I love my father so much.
Is one element. Yorinobu will also put on a display of power.
Actor.
The floats are sure to be beautiful, but the wizened eye will see in them a hidden message to his foes.
What message that be?
I am here, Gumin Domo. Watch your back.
Gumin Dono
No
means
subtlety,
like scum, basically.
Still don't see how this gets us anywhere.
I have had an idea.
I have had an idea.
Look to the sky.
I am looking at the sky.
The dash floats will pass precisely this way.
Cool.
If I could just get onto Hanako-sama's float, I could speak with her in private.
I'm sure she wouldn't
Get there,
scream or
huh?
freak out or anything.
Why jump? Of course.
Of course.
Expectations way too high, Goro. Couldn't pull that off even if you had your fancy implants.
I have thought of a solution.
Does it include a parachute?
While
Bungee
you are
cord?
occupied with your shady dealings, I learned more about the floats. They are all kept in one place, Arasaka Industrial Park. It is there that they prepare them. We need only to break into the compound, find the right float and inject a virus into its system.
Oh yeah, simple.
You will then be able to disable any security before I sneak inside.
8/5. Wait, what? 8/
There's no time to waste, V.
Whore? Silence. 8/5. So I've got 8, but I don't have 8/5. What is... Okay, that's odd, but never mind.
Lots of ways to skin this particular cat, you know. Gonna need...
I know what you need. It is taken care of.
Because
I have an infected shard.
Oh, okay. That was what I
not
needed.
Cheap, but the man who sold it to me guaranteed it will work.
Oh, well, I mean, if he guaranteed it...
Where'd you get this shard?
Across the canal.
Kabuki. Might actually be half decent soft then. And if it isn't, got a few tricks up my sleeve too.
This is good to know.
This is good to know. Give. Danke.
Let us move on.
You know, I really need to stop with the habit of just shoving everything people hand me into my skull. Like, it's always been infected with all kinds of nonsense viruses, hasn't it? Sooner or later, you'd think I might be, you know, cautious about it.
But not all. The security concerns me. The snipers especially. I will be an easy target.
Yeah, you strike me as a bit of a
But I
dumbass.
may have an answer. Okada-san mentioned the city cameras. If we gain access to them, we will see exactly where the snipers are. You can deal with them as I advance.
I'm not really much of a sniper. I'm more like a katana person, but
Sounds like a plan.
I guess I could throw the katana at them.
You agree just like that? The risks are considerable.
Yeah, I'm the protagonist. It's kind of my job to just go with it.
And now, what would you say to a small test? We must try the shot.
Must we?
The camera control room is in front of us.
In front of us. Really?
You must get inside and infect the network. That is all.
Uh-huh. And in the meantime, you'll do what? Crack open a can of suds?
Suds?
I will not touch alcohol.
That's really bright.
I will watch your back. Now, get to it.
Yeah, we bet you back. See, that's another thing too. I need to have like a proper lengthy rant on the idea of a companion character at some point, because this is not how you build a relationship with a character. Having a dude just be like, go, do thing, oh,
Time to rest, B.
shut your mouth. That's not very interesting. That's just a quest dispenser to me. Now, a character, see, I bring up Alex Vance. Excuse me. My room has been infested by tiny little fly things for ages, and I keep eating them. Not through any conscious wish of my own, mind you, but because the ooh. Hey! I've always... There you go! I've been looking for different entrances into these areas I'm supposed to constantly sneak into, and I've been constantly been disappointed, and finally, an alternative ingress point. Awesome! I found that completely by accident, too. That was nice. But Alex Vance. What does Alex really do for you? Well, not much. I mean, she waffles off and she pulls a lever here and there. I mean, that's basic bitch nonsense, right? Nothing particularly complicated. And yet, merely doing something so simple as running ahead and opening an impediment for you is enough for me to view her as useful, as worthwhile, as helpful even, and that makes me like her a lot more than a character like this, who's just a walking, talking quest dispenser. God, I really do hope that is what they are doing with the new Elder Scrolls, because they've been talking about that for ages, really working on their companion AI. And they introduced the bare bone basic bitch elements of that in Skyrim with all of the various companions, but they were super basic. They were just, you know, dolls that followed you, and it was just an empty room, holy shit. That swung a sword occasionally and little else. And yet they were still more interesting than most of the other characters, because at least they followed you and talked to you.
Into Arasaka Industrial Park will not be such a
bed of roses.
But before we discuss that,
there was also, oh, what was her name? The first companion you get.
I have not eaten since yesterday.
Sure. S something, right?
Give me the best on the menu.
I highly recommend the yakitori today.
Yakitori, literally grilled bird.
Isn't local, please.
See you tomorrow.
I can't remember her name off the top of my head now.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but this Sokka scum might actually prove.
But at least you know the one who was like, I'm sworn to carry your burdens.
And when he outlives his purpose, we'll flat.
Oh, for me too. Thank you. Yum. Oh, I'm just gonna ignore the other three? Right, well, there you go. No, yum. Oh, 2 in 1? Damn, I'm a greedy one. Yum. just gobble it all down. Oh, that's delicious. There you go. Now, mission time.
He's not on his A game, sure. But even without implants, he could decommission us easily.
Where's that come from?
Could he?
Ever seen him in action?
Yeah. I could take him.
Just know. And the way he walks, the look in his eye.
We'll come back to this later.
I could beat his ass.
What is this?
That's grilled bird.
Okay, I have laid the plan.
Apparently it was not Yakitori.
1. We break into Arasaka Industrial Park. 1.5. We hack Hanako-sama's float. 2. During the parade, with my help, you eliminate any snipers. 3. I get onto the float. 4. I convince Hanako-sama of the truth.
Easy DP. Yeah, no problems there.
Forgot 5. Oda zeroes us and pisses on our corpses.
It's a good addition to the
He
plan.
won't ever be less than a foot away from Hanako.
Oda would not dare raise his hand against me.
What about me?
Bitch, please.
That is a
I do not
different
care.
matter. I would advise you to watch your distance.
That's really encouraging there, buddy.
Well, sounds like a suicide run, but done dumber shit than this, so.
Things even more stupid than stealing from Arasaka.
None dumber yet, no. Set the bar pretty high with that one.
Now, we part. Reconnaissance is required.
Yeah, got enough on my plate as it is. I'll let you handle that.
So I shall.
And there we are. See, I'm kind of warming to this guy, but...
Louder! Louder!
I have decided to
In the flesh.
Night City security forces. President Myers has
He eliminated the last obstacle between himself and complete power.
And they
surrendered it to him.
You know, if you shut the fuck up, I could actually listen.
What we call the murder of my father. Was that not a provocation? Was that not a...
Arasaka, an empire built to last. Before Yorinobu set fire to it from the inside.
And then it stopped.
All of this began with him. The factions, power struggles, all of this. Kusa.
Kusa means shit, basically.
Why'd Saburo tolerate it all? Can't get my head around it. Could have kept his son on a short leash.
Yeah, beaten him more frequently. Beat your children, by the way. It's the only way to be sure.
Strong and disciplined man. The strongest man I have ever known.
But he spared the rod and spoiled the child. I am kidding, by the way.
He showed a weakness.
For Yorinobu.
For his daughter. When Yorinobu formed his band of hounds, declared war on his own family, Arasaka-sama could have crushed him with one word. Yet he did not. For he did not wish his daughter to suffer. When Yorinobu returned, his tail between his legs, she persuaded her father to give him a second chance. Do you understand? Hanako-sama saved Yorinobu from the consequences of his deeds.
Okay. Oh, hi.
Wait. Think she's complicit in Saburo's murder?
I think we are all to blame. We allowed ourselves to be tricked. But we will correct this soon. Time for some reconnaissance. Wait for my call.
Sure, I'll just go off and do random stuff for a while, for some reason. These randomly enforced wait periods kind of annoy me as well, but I guess it's the game going like, hey, go and explore the world or something for a while, you know? Go bother somebody else for a bit, whilst we set up this grand nonsense thing. Companion characters. See, I've talked about this before, and maybe I'll just do a complete waffle on this next time maybe, or sometime soon, but I genuinely do believe they are the future for role-playing games. Absolutely. Because it's just... the story in and of itself, it's all just so blasé. We've done it all before. You know, the whole brain tumor eating you from the inside, okay, that's kawaii, but it's just body horror, basically. It's the mega corporations and Cyberpunk. Established franchise, nothing particularly new or interesting there. Takamura being like, oh, he killed his daddy. Again, kind of boring. All of it. All of it. Everything has been done. Okay, I admit, that's kind of new. Oh, Jesus, the clothing style in this game. But yeah, everything's been done. Everything has been done. Originality is a bloody myth. And frankly, it's been a myth for a very, 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 very long time. Judy called me up on the phone, and since she is my Skizzer sister, I figured we might as well do that instead. And look, a convenient waiting chair. Isn't that nice? So we shall click this, and then Judy will magically appear before our eyes, kind of like this, and... God, my trousers are horrible. So there we go. See?
Hey, V. Thanks for showing.
I like how instead of going over here and being like, hey, V, why are you sleeping on the terrace? She wandered over there to have a smoke instead.
Let her derail you. I'm ready. Let's go.
So, apparently, Judy here has taken the death of her friend, whose name I've forgotten entirely now, because the game didn't really introduce me to her all that much. Oh, yes, go on. And she wants revenge now by destroying Clouds, or, you know, taking it over, making it a safe haven for girls everywhere, which seems like a noble undertaking, relatively speaking, so why not? Do I not have enough things?
Looks like you've come this way before.
I do not have enough things.
More than once.
This makes me sad.
I have, on occasion.
Speaking of, do I have any more things? Not really. I'm leveling intelligence, aren't I? Yeah. Let's get intelligence up to 9, or maybe 12. 12's the highest you need, and then technical ability, probably.
Easy as paella.
Paella. What is a paella? Is a paella a form of food?
Follow me.
Is it a form of pastry? It is a form of pastry, isn't it? If you have pastries, you best hand them over, or... this is actually surprisingly nice looking, considering how shitty this part of town is.
Alvarez. I'd say it's great to see you, but I've never been one to lie.
Hold on.
I never like surprise parties, but you know.
Yup, bet I even know why.
Hold on now. You crossed the line today. Since when any person going to your office, security contact you set up with procedures. It was your call to Judy Alvarez. So, we're going to contact this woman here, Maiko Maeda, because she's got a lot of clout at Clouds. It seems like Judy has been leaving some details out, however. So apparently Maiko did a little bit of a backstab on our Skizzer sister. And they used to be Skizzer sisters as well. Oh my. Alright. So there is still some relationships going on there. That could be good, that could be bad. Do you have anything I could steal, perchance? Oh, thank you for waiting, by the way. Also, check out around the room a little bit here. Thank you.
Guess you've managed to stoop even lower.
People just have money lying around. It's a bad idea.
Never failed to lower my expectations.
Expectations.
First you settle for the mocks, now murderers.
Hi.
I shudder to think what's next. Yes, V. I mean you.
Thank you. I didn't catch that, but
Sounds like I left a mark on this place. Good.
Oh, right. I did kill your boss person. Sorry about that.
Blood? And yeah.
Buckets, you're exaggerating. Granted, I did kill everyone inside, so okay, maybe you're not exaggerating. Why are you just allowing me to be here, by the way? Shouldn't you be screaming and calling for the guards now?
No idea how valuable my time is.
Fair enough.
Came to Clouds for info. Left with info.
Yeah.
What happened in between is what happens when people refuse to work with you.
Yeah. Self-defense.
Ever heard of a little something called compromise? Should try it.
To be fair, the dude pulled a pistol on me.
Take time I just don't have.
Just what exactly are you after?
I don't see why I'm the bad guy in this conversation.
Another doll?
Didn't harass. Well, I kind of did.
Starting to think blowing hot air is all you're good at.
A pathetic attempt at getting under my skin.
Alright.
What's next? Threats?
Maybe? Do we have to go there?
Well, can't ever rule violence out.
That's true. It is the gold standard for a reason.
Cause if you are, I'd like to get down to biz.
Here's the thing. Literally in moments, security will figure out you're here. Got two options. Go out the way you came in, or get thrown out.
I could just kill them all again.
And don't get me wrong,
Ooh,
Jude.
hello.
I'd gladly sit and catch up. It's been quite a while since we last talked.
Self-improvement, fitness, beauty, care, and dieting.
Especially not with her at your
Well, that's
side.
admirable enough, I suppose. Surprisingly low bounty.
Smart move.
What? Why? We could just threaten her like she suggested. Really? Okay, fine.
You picked the wrong side, Maiko.
So yeah,
I'll be the judge of that.
we could just, you know, murder. I mean, the whole threat of security isn't really much of a threat. I kill lots of humans, you know.
Make my point.
Probably needs some time to think. Couple days, tops.
Yeah, she seemed very
You might be
you know, conformist.
I'll call her tomorrow.
Maybe we shouldn't have broken into her house. Maybe we should have done the whole phone call thing to begin with. I don't know. Seems slightly more civilized, but then again, who am I to judge the standards of civilization? We could just take the stairs. I mean, we already broke into her apartment. I doubt she'd really mind. No? Okay. Long ass way it is then.
You two have a history?
Yes.
Way back, yeah.
They do. I literally finished reading the
Just
emails.
felt lonely.
Like
Burritos.
everyone in Night City.
Give
She was different then.
Seriously, game?
So was I.
Seriously? Fine. I've denied them
Can't
burritos.
trust people that see everything as a numbers game. Line between patting you on the back as their friend and planting a knife in you as their enemy is down to a decimal.
I know. Right there with you. Well, used to have a big crush on her. Took me a long time to realize who she really was.
Yeah, I know. Again, I read the emails.
Still, honest or crooked, we need her. Just think. Could have gone diving this morning.
A little unwind didn't do you good. Do me good too, actually.
I wouldn't have been unwinding. Not exactly. Got an idea buzzing in my head, working it, but I can't say if it'll amount to anything.
Yeah. You, a deck chair, and a Mai Tai with a cocktail umbrella. Somehow I don't see it.
No. Me in a deck chair is me mulling over coulda, shoulda, wouldas. Something I avoid right now.
This is all very fascinating, but seriously, no violence? Fine. Follow Judy. Can I run ahead of Judy? Does that count? Because she kind of stopped speaking. Hello, Mohawk person. Did you just steal that tea? Because there's nobody here to serve you. You did, didn't you? Oh well.
Punch the ground floor. Need to get out of this place.
Scanning.
Really don't understand what tits have to do with selling that garbage.
Can't say no to tits. Rest can go fuck itself.
I mean, I agree. I mean, look at that.
Hey, if it works. Blame the corpse all you want, but at the end of the day, it says more about us than them.
Yeah,
Biz
it
is
works.
biz and tits are biz.
It works.
It's like junk food. People don't buy it because they're gunk. They're just poor.
Well, it's free. Never mind. Leave the mega building with... Oh, did you just... Good job on the teleportation tech there. That's impressive.
I'm sorry, sir. Could we have a moment of your time?
You-
What is it this time? The pipe that burst in our building.
Those silly bastards still haven't sent anyone to...
Gotta get back to Maiko with something big.
Appealing to her sense of justice wasn't big enough.
I do love the shark.
Maiko only works with specifics.
We need the pipe fixed.
So, what now?
Something to fix up some of the units too. There's
Gotta think. We need more bodies, that's for
I
sure.
can produce bodies.
I'm gonna talk to the dogs.
Quite good at it, actually. Oh, that kind of bodies.
I'll call you when I've got something.
You know,
See you later.
everything considered, the sidewalk is surprisingly clean. Oh. Was that it? That wasn't much of a mission. I'd expected perhaps a little bit more, you know. Oh well. I actually wouldn't mind a bike, but I'm not confident that it'll come and bloody pick me up, so... Honestly, I think I'll just go with the Robin Hood way of acquiring wheels from now on. Plus, this thing is a lot faster than my old one, and the cops don't seem to give a shit, so I don't see any reason why I should ever purchase a car ever again, frankly. This, it seems like crime does in fact pay, at least in certain circumstances. Can't hit pedestrians, though. They don't like you doing that. That's a no-no. Which, you know, to be fair, that's okay. There you go. There. Good parking. Just leave that there. Yeah, you survived the trip remarkably well. Better than my old thing. That would have been a sea of flames by now. So, good car. I wish I could, you know, bring you home, pet you, feed you, and make you mine. But sadly, so poor little car. Right. What do we got here then, Takamura? What you got for me? After your 5 days of bloody recon.
Go?
I believe
I fell asleep. Forgot to call.
The complex is well guarded.
But we should manage.
Manga? The
Manga?
floats stand in the main warehouse. Your task is simple. To get inside.
Simple.
How?
Or walk.
The more quiet, the better. But you are the thief. I will not question your skill.
Actually, I'm not a thief. I'm a homicidal maniac.
The largest platform and infect its system.
Where are you gonna be?
Being lazy.
A diversion. They should not discover our intentions. Do you know what Arasaka despises the most?
Mosquitoes?
Confuses them? When communication fails, when they cannot talk to each other, they are first to cry. Sabotage.
Sabotage.
Konran suru na. I'll be in touch.
Yes, well, that's all I needed to know. Go inside, do things. There's a lot of TV shows around these days, but they're almost all universally kinda bad. Not necessarily awful, but just kinda...
Climb the pipe.
Meh.
About to go in.
All is good here also. I just evaded the patrol.
Good for you. Hello. If I break your necko echo, will you cry out in pain? No, you will not. Good.
From inside. That tech.
Pick it up.
It could be an ordinary terminal.
Gotcha. How's things at your end?
Good. I will reach the control room and make a terrible mess.
I will piss all over their elaborate controllers. Yes. Oh. This is a frankly unprovoked act of justice. This is what this is, okay? The map has told me that you guys over here are doing something darn naughty, and I have come to fix your naughtiness the only way I know how. With a bloody sword. Actually, that's not true. I know other ways as well. I can reboot your optics, for example. Like that. And then I can go right real up close. I can rest this barrel against your head and... Oh, see? That's another way I know how as well. There. Justice has been served. The strong, in this case me, have solved this crime. Presumably. What were they doing this time? I don't actually know. I'm gonna assume they were trying to steal these carts. So I saved someone's carts in return for half a dozen human lives. But yes, you know how when you see like a fan-created movie of Star Wars, because that's the thing, and Disney's been copyright striking it a couple times as well, and you can see the Star Wars in it, can't you? You can see the characters, you can see the design, you can see the color schematics, you can see kind of the voice acting style. It's all very... Ooh, Judy.
Judy. So, got a plan?
Damn right I do.
Good.
Come over to mine tonight. Gonna lay the groundwork with Tom and Roxy. They're with
Who the fuck are Tom and Roxy? And maybe Skizzer whilst we're at it.
How'd you manage that?
Got something really big. Tell you everything tonight. Last thing, what do you like on your pizza?
Locust pepperoni. What? Tofu? Artichoke and avocado. God, no. I mean, I'll take pepperoni and extra cheese.
Locust pepperoni. And lots of extra cheese.
Atta girl. So, I'll see you come evening?
Oh, god damn it, another
I'll be
waiting
there.
quest. Let me guess. In the exact opposite direction of where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just driving. Yep, exact opposite direction. Well, I saw that one coming, didn't I? Oh. Alright. This is going to be a little bit difficult, but I can make it. No, I can't. No, I can't. Well, it was worth a try. No, I can't jump the overpass, tragically enough. But yeah, it all looks like Star Wars, but you can tell it isn't Star Wars, you know? It's looking a little cheap, little B movie. You can tell it's a fan-made production. And that's not necessarily bad. In fact, a lot of fan-made productions are a hell of a lot better than the crap Disney's been spitting out. Absolutely no doubt about it. But you can recognize it. That's my kind of key point here. Oh god. Oh Jesus. No, save me. Thank you a lot. Much appreciated. And that is how I kind of view The Mandalorian now. Not in terms of it looking cheap. Oh god, no. It is very clear that The Mandalorian cost an arm and a leg and a kidney and probably a pair of boobs somewhere along the lines. However, it feels as if it is masquerading as something. It feels like the mouse is wearing the dead flayed skin of Star Wars. All of it feels just piss puddle deep. Like it's got all of the usual things. It's got the colors, it's got the characters, it's got the general flavor and style of it. You know, it's got the stormtroopers. God, this thing. It's got the spacecraft, it's got all of that. And yet it seems to lack that little something, that special little thing, that special little spark that makes something more than the sum of its component parts. That thing that turns a movie into a franchise, you know? And the original Star Wars had that. The original Star Wars looks cheap as hell, even by the standards of the day, and it looks even cheaper today when you look at it and go like, wow, this is just a bunch of repurposed World War II props, basically, with terrible sound effects, kind of honky acting, massive, ridiculous plot holes all over the goddamn place, and some really... This is the thing, too. If you look back at, like, the lightsaber sword fights now, boy, do they look backwards as whole hell. But back then, they looked amazing. They were like, oh my god, look how much spin around, like, bam, 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 bam. And I swear to god, the lightsaber was basically what made Star Wars. The lightsaber, how cool it was, how cool Darth Vader was. God damn it, that was probably the biggest point of success for Star Wars in its entirety, in my opinion. And it had soul. Everything just flowed together. You should look up on YouTube, by the way, Darth Vader's original voice, because the guy who was acting as him was not the guy who would actually end up doing the voiceovers eventually. And there was a very good reason for that. That was a very, very good reason for that. I won't spoil it, just, you know, look it up on YouTube or something, like Darth Vader original voice, and you'll find it. It's something, and I feel quite confident in stating that if they hadn't done the voiceover, Star Wars would not have been the success that it was, and at the very least, Darth Vader would not have become the iconic villain that he is today. So, you know, all credit to his voice actor there. He did an amazing job. You know, the voiceover actor. He did an amazing job with that. It fit Darth Vader so.
Shove off!
Jesus, boy. Apparently, I just figured out a way to accelerate people at Mach speed. That's interesting. But yeah, he did a... what was it? Like Earl Jones something? Like, something? I don't know. I am a medium space Star Wars person. That's the absolute best when it comes to knowledge about that thing. I find it a fascinating universe, but I find it too... See, with me, I think the biggest problem I have with it is that so many of their things are like... Oh, sorry. like World War II weapon props. Which, me being a fairly large World War II nerd, of course, I can't help but see it. And that annoys me greatly. And when it starts annoying me, I then can't help but see all of the other little problems as well. All of the other little things that you're supposed to kinda not notice, you know? That kind of stuff. And I can't help myself from doing it. I just can't. The moment I see the blaster and I go like, okay, that looks familiar. That heavy blaster looks an awful lot like an MG34. Why is that? Then I notice that the dude is actually gripping a hold of the heat exchanger of his laser weapon, which is, it's a bad idea. It's a design flaw, to put it quite mildly. This thing survived pretty well too. Yes, the whole owning your own car thing is clearly a terrible idea. Can I call my car, by the way? Ah, now it's working. All right, well, that's something. Now that I want to cashier you, I wonder if I can sell this awful piece of... I do love the random-ass characters in this game, I really do. Anywho. I will wrap it up there, and then I will read... Right, oh, there we go. Evening.
You'll never get rid of the stench of the corpse. You drop a lot of them, don't you? What's your secret?
Hyper-aggression and annoyance over the stealth system, pretty much.
So changed your mind, huh? Quickly, too.
My thanks for that, by the way.
I'm here. Doubt I need to explain why.
If you keep fiddling with that phone whilst I'm planning a revolution here, I'm going to yoink that bionic arm right out of your eye socket. Arm socket, excuse me. And shove it so far up your ass you can rub your own nose with your fingers again.
Done saying hello to each other? Revolution won't plan itself.
That's what I say. Revolution! Delmain. Why? Why Delmain?
V, a vehicle of mine went dark near your position.
I know, and I've ignored you every time you've told me about this. At some point, sir, you should get a clue.
So I'm unable to determine the precise location.
At some point, you should go like, "Wow, she's ignoring me all the time." Perhaps this is some kind of an indication of a lack of generalized interest. Mayhaps. It is very possible, Delmain. Very possible. No, Delmain.
V, a vehicle of mine went dark near your position.
I'm aware. I'm ignoring it as hard as I can.
Keep an eye out.
For unknown reasons, the coordinates came through corrupted, so I'm unable to determine the precise location.
Yeah, odd that. Right, I guess we were supposed to go in here to, you know, try and pressure him into something, but I find that half a dozen dead bodies tend to be quite persuasive in that regard as well, so I'm sure we're doing just fine. Ooh, loot. Hello, Hiromi. I have come to visit you with my sword and machine guns. Blue. Oh, I already got one of those. In fact, mine is purple, so it's way better.
Go to the surveillance cam in front of the security room.
An NDA. Oh, that's nice. Didn't I just pick that up?
Was hoping you'd make less trouble getting here.
Yeah, me too. But, you know.
Luckily, they're all jacked into virtues. It'd be game over otherwise.
Right, wrong. Chicks will give you shit no matter what you do. This one's a real charmer, too.
I agree, Johnny. She's a bad woman. We should hit her over the head and drag her away.
I don't like her either. Tries too hard. Can we get this over with?
Why are there 3 guys? What's she playing at?
That's our target, Hiromi Sato.
Ooh.
Who
Ooh.
are the other 2?
Give?
Target audience of
Give?
presentation. Hiromi answers to them directly. Now they're gonna watch him die in a pool of his own piss.
Oh.
This is not what we agreed.
Violent, but fair enough.
Look at me. See this?
What?
This is a look of unfucking surprise on my
I know
face.
the clause. To them, power is a question of strength, ruthlessness. This is the only way.
I mean, okay.
I'm about to jack him out. They will not be chirpy after the rude awakening.
Don't worry, I've got a heavy beating stick.
One show ends, another begins. Just as good and unforgettable. Understand?
All right, I'll do what I can. Jack him out.
I mean, I kind of agree with this. Like, if you want to make sure the mafiosos stay the fuck away, scaring the living shit out of them is probably better.
What's going on? Who is this?
Living proof that Hiromi Sato's time is up. This merc has already disturbed the clientele at Clouds once. She murdered Oswald Forrest.
That I
Now
did.
she's invaded Mr. Sato's private residence.
That I did too.
As if that were not enough, this is where Hiromi's sheer incompetence has led all of us to.
What the hell?
I have long looked upon Hiromi Sato's foolish, inept endeavors.
In-depth endeavors.
I think it's obvious he has outlived his usefulness.
V, what the fuck's she doing?
She's trying to talk them into making her the
Clouds
boss.
needs new management.
Am I to understand that this future manager stands before me now, speaking with such zeal?
I want to see where she's going with
With
this.
your permission.
Over my dead body. We were gonna get rid of him.
Am I to understand these as your conditions?
V, you gotta take him down. That's why we're here.
Fine, I'll kill him.
Bored of all this chatter. I'd rather we just cut to the quick.
See,
Oh, fuck you myself!
I was actually kind of agreeing with where she was going with this. Oh, and then all my stuff fizzed out. Because she's trying to become the boss, right? And then we can actually affect her, because she'll be the official management, and that'll also keep the Tiger Claws happy, because technically speaking, they're still in charge. But Judy says kill him, so I go swinging.
You any idea what's gonna happen now?
Yeah, War of the Tiger Claws.
They'll have their revenge. You've turned Clouds into a ticking time bomb.
I agree. Like, I'm on your side in this, but Judy say slash, I go kill. So longer your problem.
Just let it go and get out.
Maybe I will.
Yes.
Not before I paint the walls with your blood.
Really? Really, honey? Fucking really? 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 Genuinely? This is actually something you want to... Are you absolute... Like, this is a bad idea, you know that, right? Like, I'll just... Like, honey, come on. Come on. Darling. Please. Darling. I agreed with you, okay? I'm on your side. I am on your side. Just stop it. We can work this out. I don't need to keep cutting you, okay? I agree. You know, if you're doing the exact same attack over and over again, you're making this pretty easy for me, but I get it. You were trying to get them to be on your good side, now allow them to feel like they were still in control, whilst you in reality ran the club. I get it. I understand. I actually do. See, I said it would be easy, but now I'm fucking it up. Fine, just cut her head off then.
Alright, V, get out of there. Exit's on the lower
Alright,
level of the...
sorry, I seem to be having a bit of a problem here. Alright, let's pick up on it. There you go. There we are. Oh, her hair fell off too. Was that a wig or that was her head? I'm a little bit confused. Well, if it makes you feel any better, again, oh, her hair returned. I was on your side, okay? I wanted to let you leave, and then you were like, yeah! And then you made me kill you. Not my fault. Not my problem, okay? I tried. If anything, I am the aggrieved party here, okay? I am the victim. I did everything I could, and it just didn't go quite my way.
You're outside and safe. They weren't followed.
A pipe. Right, why don't I just pick up a pipe? Why not? No guards outside, huh? Convenient. Judy.
Get down to street level, waiting by the food stalls.
I think you did a dumb here, Judy. I think you did a jump. I think we should have just gone with her plan, honestly. I really do.
You killed her?
Well, yeah.
Oh my fucking god. You killed her.
Kinda had to. See, Johnny, back me up on this one. You see what I'm saying? he was spun. Women, all you do, it's always wrong. See, yeah. Poison, case in point, unreasonable. Here, it was my fault.
Wouldn't have happened if she hadn't come at me. Wasn't my fault.
Yes, Precisely.
Sorry, but I don't buy that. Could have found another way.
How? She came at me with a bloody sword. She should have been. Okay, I'm not even if I do. Judy, honey, darling, sweetie pumpkin. We're gonna lay some ground rules here, okay? If somebody comes out with a katana, I'm probably gonna chop their head off. So this has consequences. I'm not even gonna say sorry.
Maiko knew what she was starting, what she was doing. She
But
knew it
you
could
were the
all
one who
come
told me to
crashing
kill them all, for God's sake. Judy, bad.
She was untouchable all her life.
Judy, bad.
Not my fault she was wrong.
Yeah.
I gotta process all this in peace. Alone. Be seeing you, V.
See ya, Judy.
Bitch! You told me to kill him! I was going with her. Frustrated arch noises. That was an annoying mission. I mean, come on. Wasn't she on the right track, though? She was on the right track. Like, she had a good idea there. Seize control with the Tiger Claw's blessing, therefore you can avoid any unfortunate repercussions. And you can still run Clouds however you want, you just won't have to defend it against waves upon waves of invading Japanese gangsters. Surely that's preferential, right? You'd think so. Apparently not. Oh, maybe me cutting the heads off half of their upper management will serve us enough in the way of, warning, but depends. It might also just turn into a provocation, but, well, as the saying goes, weakness is a provocation. That is absolutely true, and at the very least, I did not display any weakness. Judy, however, silly woman, somewhat worse there. Well, I can continue the Judy thing a little bit, if nothing else. Can I just skip another 24 hours and she'll call me up and go like, I'm sorry for overreacting? Yes, she will.
Hey, Jude, what's up?
Same old. You?
Oh, you bounce back quick. I've been thinking about you, sweetie pie pumpkins.
Funny, I was just thinking about you.
Literally.
So, do I got amazing timing? Or are you always thinking about me?
Oh, always pumpkin. You know
I
it.
could be cursing your name in my thoughts.
Oh, hey.
I mean...
I'm just glad you remember me at all.
Also kinda true.
'Cause I got a favor to ask.
Of course you do.
Ask away. It's never boring with you.
Interesting people aren't easily bored.
Not in your company. Okay, now that we've blown each other.
Yeah, I was about to
what's
say.
You're on a need-to-know basis. So, this particular mission don't require you to have no gun. Just a wetsuit.
I'm sure I can find some way to include a
All
gun.
right, then, count me in. But I gotta warn you, I look great in a wetsuit.
Believe it when I see it.
I mean, considering my regular appearance, I wouldn't be surprised.
Dam out past Rancho Coronado. Know it?
Sure. What about it?
Little, abandoned bungalow.
Your vehicle has been confiscated, sir.
Meet me there. At sundown.
Okay, is this a date?
That was one hell of an awkward ass
You'll have to
question.
find out. We'll have to. See ya, V.
Wow, she got over that whole killing her ex crush awfully quickly, and now we're skizzering down by the coast, are we? Huh. I mean, I'm not complaining. In fact, I think this is exactly the kind of development that I actually wanted, frankly, but I'm still a little bit shocked. I figured maybe the whole, like, oh, I killed your high school crush or whatever, would last for more than 24 hours before she's all slobbering over my, well, I don't have a knob yet right now, but, that other thing that women have. Still, I can appreciate a female who's able to turn herself around in a quick fashion, I guess. That's a very dynamic romance story there, absolutely. They apparently removed the male V's romance of Judy as well, which is a strange choice. I mean, I guess it makes sense thematically because judging by her correspondence with the chick I just murdered, she has been a veteran muff diver for quite some time, so it would make a decent amount of sense that she wouldn't respond well to a male romance. You know, that's understandable. But still, if you went through the bother of actually making a male romance, which came first, the chicken or the egg in this case? The lesbian or the story rewrite? Why? It was because here's the thing as well. I don't really mind having lesbians, homosexuals, etc. in video games. Fuck it, go on. I don't care. It doesn't affect me. But it does annoy me when it's forced in there and it cuts out other content. Ideally, I would just say screw it entirely and just have, let's say you've got 5 characters, yeah? Make them all available to all genders, because why not? I mean, unless this is a character who's directly, deeply opposed to it for some reason, I guess, but otherwise, why not just have them be open to romance from any and all player characters? Like, what would be the rationale for not doing that? Again, presuming there's no story reason. Like, for example, Guts from Berserk, for example, who spent his early life getting butt-raped by one of his comrades in arms. That's the kind of backstory that would probably turn you off a more alternative relationship, you know? But beyond that, why not? I guess you could argue that it might water down the relationship a little bit. Like, if you've got a character who's clearly not gay and then turns gay because the player is like, hey, let's bang one another, I guess. But hey, if the alternative to that is turning a character who might not have been lesbian to begin with lesbian because they need a lesbian relationship, like, I don't know. There might be good arguments against it, but honestly, I'd prefer it if games would, because I need to have this be my full-on waffle, just an entire episode where I talk about this topic and nothing else, because the idea of companions, again, being the future of RPGs is absolute. What does the hand thing mean? Oh, a fixer, right? I don't care about that. But companion characters are the future of video games because you can make them such an integral and interesting part of the story. They can be information vendors. Dakota Smith, whoever the hell that is.
Dakota Smith. If you're looking for jobs out here, you will find them with me.
Lovely.
Name's V. Thanks for the intel.
Things flow differently out here. Keep your head on, city kid.
Okay. Oh no, the Valley people are being racist towards me. God damn, the driving mechanics in this game are bloody awful. Like, I am barely touching the keys, and the car just spins like nobody's business. It's like the character, just the moment I tap the key, just rams the wheel as far to whatever side it is as humanly possible. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, there's even a bus station out here. That's convenient. Ah, good God. Right, car, you are my mortal enemy. Go have a dip, car. Whee! Lop. Wait, can I drive underwater? No, I can't. Right. I hope I don't instantly drown or anything. I don't. This makes me happy. That's a lot of garbage, by the way. That is a lot of garbage. Oh. You scuba dive in this? Really? That seems unhealthy for some reason. I mean, I'm complaining about littering. I just dumped a car in the lake for no other reason than because I was annoyed by the driving, so, you know. Alright, let's see what Judy is up to, and then we'll wrap this one up. Judy! Oh, let me just hang around here for a bit then, you know. I'll rub myself up against the railing for a bit, you know. Oh, there you are. Oh, you got dressed. I wanted to watch you change, though. To be fair, I did kind of want to do this during, you know, sunup, where it's all, like, beautiful and shit, and again, boy, when this game wants to be fuck can it be pretty? I mean, look at this. Is this not just stunning scenery? God, if this game just had a little bit more in the way of, you know, basic bloody pacing and a bit more in the way of relatability with the characters, you know, dried it out a little bit, had more conversations with them. Judy's alright, but she's nothing special, you know? It's a decent enough romance, but...
V, looking good.
Have I changed already?
You mean, considering the shit
Nope,
we've been through?
I haven't. I'm still wearing my ridiculous
Well,
pants.
factor that in and you look fucking amazing.
I do, don't I?
So ready to tell me what we're
I
doing
mean, look
here?
at the facial animations too. Like, she
Well,
looks happy.
been tinkering with
She looks
Mercury's a lot
genuinely
lately and figured
pleased.
out
And the
a
way
way
the
to
lighting
scroll
plays
two
too.
actors'
I mean, this is
experiences at the same
good
time.
stuff.
Thought we could try it out. If you're down, of course.
Well, I've driven all the way out into the middle of goddamn nowhere for this, so,
How does one marry two separate neural tracks?
Well, at first I tried to create a single profile out of 2 data streams. Didn't turn out so great.
Must have gotten tangled up. Interference, white noise.
Yeah, Effect was kind of like a bad art house. Couple tries in, though, I managed to isolate specific sensations.
So you load them onto separate
it's a
neural
weird
tracks.
disconnect with the facial
emo
features and the voice acting,
Not
though,
bad.
doesn't it? Like, it's kind of odd. Like, on the one hand, like, look at her right now. Like, this is a well-crafted fucking expression right here. This is so hard.
Don't overthink this shit, huh?
Calm down. Good point, frankly. I am overthinking this massively, but look at this. Like, there's just a faint smile, making her look pleased, but not like giddy. You know, just happy, naturally happy to see you. There's a little bit of a glint in her eye you can see there too. You know, the way that the eyebrow is arched just right. You know, that is genuinely well done. But I need more time with this character. To be fair, I'm so detached from this and overanalyzing shit. I could probably not get into it regardless. But just. There's a couple more tiny touches which I think would make this a genuinely excellent piece of storytelling, you know? Anywho, moving on.
Sounds like we could do this anywhere. Why did we come all the way out here? What is this place?
Cottage belonged to someone I knew. It sits empty now. I take the liberty to use it from time to time.
And that's where we're gonna scroll?
No, we're gonna scroll underwater.
That doesn't sound safe.
No way. Bad idea. Tell her to find some other yes woman.
Johnny doesn't
What do
like
you
it.
You in?
Hell yeah. Screw Johnny.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
Awesome. So, let's go.
I mean, if anything goes wrong,
we're
we'll
here.
drown. We'll run out of air. A billion things could go wrong. I mean, when you're scrolling, you're kind of out of it, right? You can't have sensations. So... Why wouldn't you just, you know, run out of time and just drown, I guess?
Let's get this scroller on ya.
That water's
Water's
toxic.
That not a problem?
Whole reason we're suiting up.
Okay.
All right,
I'll take your word
let's do
for
this.
it.
Whew, freezing ass water, here I come.
I am being a good girlfriend, okay?
Okay.
She has a hobby. It's a strange, derpy-ass hobby. Where you have to jump into freezing-ass... I forgot my hairdo. Right. There's so many little things about this game that just... doesn't just... That rips you right out of the goddamn experience, right? But yes, I'm being a good girlfriend. My girlfriend wants to bathe in toxic, cold as fuck water in the middle of nowhere near what looks to be like some kind of hydroelectric plant, and she wants to go unconscious underwater. Normally, this is insane, but since I do kind of want to bang Judy, hopla.
V, please.
Oh, thank fuck. You're alive.
See, this whole underwater scrolling thing wasn't that brilliant of an idea now, was it?
How'd you manage to lift me out?
And it's water, it makes people lighter.
Dunno, didn't think about it. Just did what I had to do. Hey, careful, easy now.
So,
Johnny
You're Sam.
saying "I told you
You
so"
saved
in
my life.
3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
Told you diving
Yep.
into this toxic waste was gonna end badly. But you just don't fucking listen.
I'm sorry, Keanu.
something weird
I'm
just
sorry. I have to.
Like complaining?
Complaining? That the best you got, kid?
Oh, it's nothing. Fine. I was just like, oh yes, my brain tumor talking to me.
Heard that? Incredible. It never happened before, but no worries. It's Johnny's.
Oh yeah, no worries. It's just Keanu Reeves in my brain. It's
Heard
fine.
his thoughts, not mine.
Normal. Entirely normal.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty insane, but
Remember the relic?
I know I didn't tell you
Using
about
the
any of
whole
this,
damn
but let me just dump this on you
Johnny
now as kind of a
Silverhand's
like
digitized
post
psyche was on
almost
and-
death kind of experience thing.
Well, his personality's seeping into my mind, taking over. You could say his mind's overriding mine.
Oh, shit, V. That mean you're disappearing? Can you stop it?
Yep.
And here we go.
Got an idea. A plan. Just don't know if it'll, well, work.
Why do I even bother?
Good question. I am not very
Doubt you should go back
cooperative.
to the city just now. I'm pretty beat too. Last thing I want to do is drive. Let's stay the night. What do you think?
Oh. Bad idea, probably. Not on my fucking soul.
Why the hell not? Whose cottage is that then? You said you knew the owner.
One of our neighbors was hell-bent on staying in Laguna Bend. Badges literally dragged him out of his house before the water came in. So he built himself another house as close as he possibly could, but then he got sick. Water was way more toxic back then.
Oh, once again, we dived into that. This is, Enter the Cottage. Way ahead of you, video game. Way ahead of you. Give.
Must be chilled to the bone. I'll brew a pot.
Tea?
How do you take yours?
Tea? Oh. Both. Because I'm
Milk and
pussy.
sugar, please.
Going all in, huh?
It's a toilet. With medical equipment.
Ah, forgot to start the generator.
I could turn it on.
You're gonna take it easy.
Promise to take it slow. What an incredible dive. Doesn't get more relaxing than that.
Evelyn?
Power's up.
You go that route to the city of Overview, so be careful.
Am I gonna comment on the voices in my head?
Shit.
What was that? Couldn't hear you clearly. Something the matter?
Yep.
No, nothing.
You're reliving the suicide, aren't you? Yes, you are.
Don't bullshit me, Judy. We're still synced, remember?
Clouds has gone to shit.
This is awfully close.
Tiger Claw No Next took revenge for Hiromi and the rest. There was a firefight.
Yeah,
Tom's
I
dead.
figured.
Roxanne barely got out alive. House is closed until further notice.
I told you so.
I'd rather not talk or think about it. I didn't want to tell you. Wanted this to be just our day. I wanted.
There you go. Now is the rapey scene. See, this was a good scene. This was genuinely a well-crafted romance scene right here. Like, I'm genuinely impressed. The lighting, the atmosphere, the personal backstory, the uniqueness of the dive into the city, etc. That was good stuff. That was genuinely good stuff. And now, of course, for YouTube reasons, I am going to deny you looking at the horrible horniness. Or will I? You know what? I'll allow you to indulge, you filthy, filthy bastards. Until next time, I've been Arch. Thank you all very much for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon. Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome back to Fishbowl Punk. Now, the biggest digital games release ever, with like 10 million sales or some absurd number like that. See, again, I know I know games journalists, so not actually people, have been talking about how Cyberpunk was the biggest disaster ever. God, no. Not even close. In fact, it has been a massive, massive success, but imagine how much of a bigger success this game would have been if they had actually stuck to the original game design brief instead. Not to mention release date when it was actually running properly. Oi, car. Car. There. Fascinating swimsuit. What are you wearing under that? Like that's an odd opening, right? So she's got like this thing just going down there around the coochie and then up again. It's a strange form of clothing, particularly in the goddamn desert. So she's wearing 2 layers. Right? Oh, fair enough.
Hey.
Hello, Pan Am.
Pan Am?
So you're V.
You are Pan American
Where's
Airlines.
my car?
There.
Agree to help me, you'll find out.
Oh, fuck no.
Fuck
you
yes.
will not jerk me around. Tell me where my car is.
Well, it's your problem, woman. How does it know where your car
on the
is?
warpath?
Only when someone tries to jerk me around. Where the hell is my car?
I
you
tell
doing
you,
anything in there?
And then what? Gonna storm off? Handle it all by yourself?
That is no concern of yours. None.
Why'd you have, like, roller packs strapped to the top of your car?
Listen to me. Listen to me! You need my help.
Yeah.
And you'll get it. I mean that. Right after we solve my problem.
Yeah, my problem first.
Fine. Say it.
We're gonna ambush a combat helicopter.
Need to hit a Kangtao transport. Won't be easy. Wanna know I can count on you.
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
Yeah.
About you or the job. Kangtao's AV route will take it over Jackson Plains. Heard that should help us.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Gonna be a guy on board. Need to talk to him.
Fuck.
In return, info on your cargo, help in getting back what's yours. We got a deal.
It'll be easy. Don't worry. Come on.
Shit!
Could you stop that? You're probably ruining it. Yeah, see there? See, that was supposed to be in there.
But if you want your thing done, we'll need to get my Thornton back first. So where is it?
Why is this car so
Thought
important?
this was mostly about the merch.
Fuck the merch.
And straps, too.
With that right, I can take any transport job in town. Without it, only thing I can move is pizza.
This woman has strange fashion sense. At least she's pretty. That is something.
Cars in Rocky Ridge. You're supposed to know where that is. Cars there, goods are there.
Nash, you dirt-eating bastard. I will strangle you.
I don't mind. I don't care who Nash is. Please do strangle
Rocky
him.
Ridge.
Back to help you.
Let's go.
Hang on. I should think this through.
No, you shouldn't. You really shouldn't.
Fuck. Yes.
See?
We'll need backup.
Oh god.
We
More
have one
errands?
stop to make on the way.
Wanna tell me where?
Give me a sec. I should call the client.
Convince
That's
them to
a
leave the bastard
massive
hanging.
ass phone.
Going ahead with the deal behind Rogue's back. Brave, I guess. Or fucking dumber than a drum.
Boz, hey.
Dumber than a drum.
Nash is gonna pass you the merch in Rocky Ridge.
What's that even mean?
The thing is,
I mean, granted,
the motherfucker screwed me over.
Rude.
Boz, I will take care of it. I just need you to give me a chance. Boz, come on. How many times have I moved things for you? And how many times have I failed? You have my word. After dark? Okay. No, don't call off the meet. Just don't show up. I'll take care of everything. Do you even have to ask? Of course I will. Thanks, Boz. You won't regret this. Okay.
In the future, the phones will
I
be
have lots of
larger.
time.
Gave that meathead your word and he took it?
Is that surprising? It's called having a reputation. You should try getting one of your own.
I do!
So?
Cops love me.
Where to now?
The Aldecaldo camp. I need to see some of the old clan.
Don't seem too excited.
That's not your concern. I still have friends there.
Why are you dragging me into
Good, let's
this?
roll.
Get in.
Oh, well. Oh, we're driving this? But I've got a car over... Oh, never mind. It seems to have despawned. No, there it is. Never mind. Is that a... Never mind.
Where'd you get the ride? Straight out of some driveway in Rancho?
Yes, exactly. Is that a problem?
No.
Me? No, not at all. I mean, there's no accounting for taste.
Screw you.
How the
Okay.
hell did you land in this mess?
Oh, that's the police too.
The air freshener and booster seat came extra.
You know I don't mean the car.
What am I supposed to tell you? That I'm not about to let my partner rob me and get away with it? That my fixer made me look like a goddamn fool?
Yes, all of that and more.
What about you? Why do you need that clown from the AV?
Brain
This particular
cancer.
Clown's got intel I need. And I'm running out of time to get it.
In the form of Keanu Reeves, by the way. It's interesting, to put it mildly.
So why didn't she tell me she knew about Nash?
Rogue, do better not to worry what her agenda might be.
Plot
Damn it,
reasons.
Stand the bitch.
Guess you'll have to ask her yourself.
Oh, I'll be sure to. I'll especially ask why she told me to work with Nash, yet forgot to mention he was Raffen.
See, I feel like there's so many
Might not have known that
places
side
in
of
this game that looks great, and yet I have no real connection to
A
them.
fixer of her standing
Hmm.
knows. And Rogue probably knows we're talking about her right now. Nash and I had a role to play in her game. Her plan.
Game needs housing.
Rogue's
That's what
a
it needs.
frigid old bitch. That's the truth.
You know, a reason to go to certain places, to purchase property, to store cars there, stuff like that. You know, but tying you to the land a little bit. Ooh, well, this looks like a charming place. Lots of windmills.
Would you look what the cat dragged in? Is that a ghost or is it just my hangover?
Fuck you too.
Fascinating arm.
Mm-hmm. And who's this?
My babysitter.
Yes.
V, this is Scorpion. Mitch. Two old friends.
Hello.
Hey, guys.
Hello?
What brings you to these parts, city girl?
The big city got too small for her. Do you have any idea how angry the old man's
That.
gonna be when he sees
Wait,
you here?
can I not?
I've just
Seriously?
come by for a
Can I not
spot.
drive? Come on, this is awesome! Give me this thing, it's huge! No, got
The
it.
Raffen screwed me over. I'll get
Please,
them back.
please,
but I need
please,
your help.
please.
Come
Please.
with me. Well,
It even comes with prostitutes.
You know,
This is perfect. Give me this car now.
Now? Now's hard.
Seriously? You won't help?
Yeah. Both flavors of prostitutes too. Awesome.
Sit tight and get those generators back up after
Put a machine gun up here, maybe a cannon or two. This could be a proper orc truck right here.
Is this another joke?
Wait, are you having plot? Oh, sorry. I was distracted by the giant car.
Not this time. We're needed here.
Fuck. I don't believe
Is
this.
that a gun store? Shit, no. Pay attention to
So
this
you'll stay
first.
put because Saul told you to. You couldn't care less about me.
Yeah.
This isn't about Saul. It's about the clan. You know that.
Listen, we can't leave camp, no chance, but Saul never said a thing about gear.
Okay. Well, I'll need that rifle of yours. And some of my own stuff.
Take whatever you want.
And take care of yourself out there.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. I'll grab the gear, then be out of your hair.
Cool. Take whatever you want. So
Looks like you're stuck with me.
everything in this camp is now
You disappointed?
mine.
I don't know. Maybe a little, yes.
Don't worry, I'm awesome.
Are you staying a while?
No.
God, why can't I own those?
We'll talk next
Hey,
time.
Panam. Yes?
This
What's up?
looks like a bit of a shitty store.
Want to see what you got in stock?
That looks like a massive machine gun, though. What do you got? Sniper rifle. Ooh, that one looks good. But it probably costs an arm and leg. 67,000. Holy Jesus. Right, yes. Yes, that is indeed a little bit out of my price range, particularly after being, screwed out of 15,000 bucks already. Here, would you like this? It's tequila special. That would probably cover the costs. No, probably not. Lovely accommodations you've got here. Really, quite, ooh, chocolate. How the hell has that not melted? No, seriously, how has that not melted? Have you seen where we are? What? Give?
What's inside?
A few odds and ends that should be useful. Take it. All right, that's everything. Let's go.
I have been granted a box.
Did you figure out your differences with Saul?
I'm sure the box will be my friend. My only friend. The box will not betray me. The box will be with me through thick and thin. The box will provide for me. It'll pet my head when I try to sleep. It'll do all of the good things that the other characters in this game doesn't do. In fact, I think this box might just be the next companion cube. A far better companion than any other. Put the box in the back of the car.
I'm off.
Yeah, go on, go already.
Put it in the trunk.
Call us sometime.
Keep an eye on her, V.
Oh yes, the random stranger you met first today will totally take care of your woman. Don't worry. Ah, poor companion cube. Go away, mosquito. No! I'll fucking shoot you.
We can go. Hop in.
Am I supposed to do something with this? It's inside the... Oh, is this it? Press button. 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 Button no worky. Why button no worky? Button should worky.
You flip the breakers when I give you the signal to do so, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am. She's ma'am to me now. I've come to respect and love her as ma'am. So, how do I get in there? How do I get in there? Can I? I can. No.
Break the glass and dive in.
Really? That's what I tried. It seems to have had unexpected effects, however. Right. Hold on. I'm coming back. It's fine. Don't worry. I just had a minor teleportation incident. Entirely normal. No problems. No fear. No dangers. No worries. It's all okay. That's what usually happens when you jump into a broken glass window. Don't do it. Don't do it, kids. You'll be flung 200 meters off into the bloody desert. Silent treatment? Is that it? See, I'm a fellow woman right now. You can't out-silence me. So, since we're in a female argument, we are both just going to sit here, angrily, staring straight ahead, not acknowledging. The first one to speak loses this confrontation, straight up. This is fact.
On my way in a bit. Battery should sort itself out.
It's Panam! Don't go near that AV! I repeat, do not approach the AV!
On the way, or I'll start the party without you.
It's Kang Tao! Wait for me! Or better, get the hell out! They probably want to help the survivors, without knowing it's corporate. They can't hear me! The pulse is interfering. Shit!
The pulse is interfering?
Drone?
This is not how bloody EMPs work, by the way. They fry electronics completely. They don't interfere with shit, they fry shit. It's not like it's going to be a mild radio buzz where it's like, oh, my cell phone not working. Nope, speaking of cell phone not working. Once the game's general performance is a bit better, as you can kind of see, it doesn't seem to be particularly fond of turret sequences. At all. In fact, I think now it just died. Right. Well, patched, but not quite yet perhaps ready for the limelight, I suppose. Until next time, I've been Arch. Thank you all very much for watching, and hope to see you all again soon. Have a good day.